Hello, everyone. Is it capturing my mic? It is. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. Happy Sunday, the 9th of August. I don't know why I dated it there. Today, we're playing more Cramps in the Pocket. I'm joined by 3 players today. Bluto. Kian.
Hey, how you doing?
And B.
So as I was saying, where are the big booty ladies, Tinas?
The wonderful thing about collaborative role-playing is, one, it all happens in our minds, so you can imagine anyone's ass, anyone's size.
Lady
And
Tina's? I want to call that part out. Lady Tina's? Like, in space, there is no Latin America anymore.
Yep, you're just Tina.
Just so we're all clear, it doesn't have to be a Latina. Just in space, the gravity is no longer tearing the booty down. It's floating, guys. It's jiggling with each ship hum.
Dick isn't here today in protest.
Yes.
Can I also leave and protest?
I'm afraid your contract states that only one of you can be protesting at any time.
You're gonna have to work out a 2-player session real quick. All right, I was just gonna say.
So yeah, welcome everybody. It's very good to have you here. I'm really excited to play again. I had such a good time these last 2 sessions, and I love remembering what's going on because I've been editing the podcast. If you don't know, you can listen to these sessions in... Whoops, no. That's the Star Wars one. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Gulp?
I think it's this link. There you go. If you didn't know, you can listen to these sessions in bite-size, hour-long chunks.
Bite-size.
Bite-size, you know? Well, at least 50 minutes. The last session I was editing and I was like, oh god, I don't think I'm going to edit this one. Right under the wire, 50 minutes, 4 seconds.
That's over 50 minutes, though.
Exactly. And all that matters is the episode length, because nobody cares that I left a bunch of huge pauses in there to make sure that happened. Yeah, so we're going to be doing a session with 3 people today. Dick, his apartment complex was on fire, and as such has had to move on short notice. And I can confirm he is in a new apartment, but he's still got a bunch of stuff to set up, a bunch of stuff to do in real life. So we'll do a slightly shorter session today to accommodate for the 3 of us, and then we'll do a part 2 where Dick can rejoin us later. Any of you 3 want to get anything out of the way before we begin?
Lady Tina's. I'm single. Call me. That's my statement.
I guess let me get this last goof out the way. For those of you who have been listening to the podcast, I'm going to ask you to do me one small favor. Interact with it. Don't just listen. If you could leave a little comment, maybe even a little subscription. And if you want to do some big brained 4K giga chess, I don't know what the kids say anymore, moves, you can give the DM money for doing all this work on her time and on her dime. I would appreciate it.
Thank you. That was very kind of you, B.
Lady Tina's, I'm still single. Please call
Lady
me.
Tina's, please rate the podcast 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcast.
And thank you.
I'm just happy to be here. Okay.
Yay! That's
Actually,
nice.
I have another request. Lady Tina's, please put us in your System of a Down playlist. I would like to come after Aerials. Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Let's
I
let's
wasn't
get
ready.
started. It has been 3 weeks since Vice Admiral Arlen Galil has been exposed as a traitor, sending messages using various God, I've forgotten the word. Intervals in the Star Drive core's radiation signature. He was sending messages to the hegemony to let them know where Rao's Squadron Upsilon would be next. Without him communicating with them, you have had a quiet few weeks on board Rao's Assault Vessel 52, aka the Green Dog, your home. All that's happened is, very early on, a couple of days after the mole hunt, Orc took his vassal, the Hailberry, and took off, leaving the system. Well, not the system, leaving the Green Dog for somewhere in the system. A few days ago, transport was finally arranged for Vice Admiral Arlen Galil, and all but one of the Huskies left to accompany that, to make sure the hegemony did not get hands on their spy. Which leaves Jill and newest Husky trainee Jessa behind. The ship is still chaotic, still busy, everybody going around doing their job, but you haven't had a mission in a few weeks, and you're feeling antsy. What have the three of you gotten up to in the last few weeks without Hawk?
Strangely enough, these past couple of weeks have been the most intense for Dead Zone because she has taken on the task of whipping Luca into
Jessa.
Jessa into God, I sure do love it when I confuse my Lady Tinas. I've been Dead Zone has been spending her time just whipping Jessa into husky shape. And it has proven to be both enlightening to her own shortcomings as well as, and she will never admit this out loud, fulfilling in teaching a new pilot to come into their own.
Mm-hmm. How many of those... Oh, yeah, you go.
What is husky shape? Is it like, you got the snout, you got
Wow.
all fours? You just get a big tail?
Right now she's more Pomeranian than husky, and we're trying to get her size up.
Okay.
I wouldn't have said Pomeranian. I would have said Chow Chow.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I don't know what a Chow Chow looks like, but I know that it's not husky shaped, which is what I'm trying to get Jessa back into. I'm trying to get her to be a proper husky.
Okay.
I've also been concerned about Hawk's whereabouts. This is the first time where Dead Zone has been given no information, and she does not like it.
I'm concerned about Hawk Tua.
Christ! No!
I can't believe you. I cannot believe you. Doing the bit is bad enough. The fact that peeling back the curtain for a second here, people. B made that joke before the stream started.
And I was angry. I was just like, how could you?
Bluto hated it. And now that the spotlights are on, the mics are hot. You're diving in that filth. You're rolling around in it.
I'm Dane Cook. I've stolen another joke from another comedian.
So you've been training Jessa, Dead Zone.
Yes.
The first training session you had with Jessa ended up with her making out with you. Has that continued to happen?
As I said, It has been enlightening for very much for Dead Zone as well as for filling, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
How does...
I'm gonna need you to be more explicit so I know how to play this.
Yeah, how does
Um,
Jill feel about that?
That's a
So-
great question.
When I say fulfilling, I mean it has been some time since Dead Zone has had to violently, and I use the term violently, peel someone off of them. And despite, you know, the repeated advances, it's like a game of hide and seek, except instead of hiding, it's how do I prevent myself from getting smooched on this time.
So,
It's like a fun game.
So Dead Zone hasn't actively done anything.
No, Dead Zone has not reciprocated any feelings. Dead Zone is entirely in work mode and is also aware that sleeping with a subordinate's fiance, wife, girlfriend, whatever they are, probably is not good for morale.
Wow, that's very adult of you. I appreciate that. Less adult than more adult than I was expecting.
Listen, Dead Zone, the character, is the adult. Me, the person, oh, I'm smooching. I'm smooching back. Mwah, mwah.
Awesome. Have you spent much time with Jill? Do you know how she's doing?
I'm gonna say no, simply because Dead Zone is not accustomed to this sort of interaction and feels awkward about it. So she has tried avoiding Jill this entire time ever since it happened.
Oh, that's gonna turn out great for you.
It's gonna be
Oh yeah,
so good.
absolutely great.
She has to find out what's happening with Dead Zone from Jessa. Oh my god.
Symbolist, do you want to handle Jill, or is it up to Coyote? Think of the funny ways that Coyote could have to break the news to this.
I mean, I don't want to deprive you of such an opportunity.
I think I would be the one to break it to Jill as you know, leading CEO of the squad.
You want to do that as a scene?
Sure.
Sick. Let's do it. I should say, in the meantime, Captain Ambivalent has gone to take Vice Admiral Arlen Galil before the other Rouse admirals
The
to have them.
tribunal.
Yeah, exactly. To have them stand trial, which leaves Lieutenant Rampart as acting captain.
Awesome.
And Coyote, you have been upgraded from Lieutenant Junior grade to Lieutenant.
Like permanently, or is this just like a one-time thing?
You are currently Lieutenant.
I'm taking it.
It's you are filling in for Rampart during these times.
Fair enough. So I'm
as such
super
have
busy
assumed-
then.
Yeah, as such have assumed their rank. But we shall see when the captain returns and things go back to normal.
Does that mean Coyote has an extra pip on his collar?
You know it. If you want to do
yes.
pips as your rank system,
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm down with it. No, I'm sold. Pips.
Pip was metaphorical, but you know, like we could just have some
Listen,
pips.
We're in a war. We can't afford like fancy decals. That costs actual materials and resources. I'll take
what
a pip.
if they're the little like quadrilateral that's like on the Rouse flag?
Ooh, that'd be
Okay.
cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd like that. I'm willing to say that. Yeah.
So as lieutenant, you have 2, and the rest of you have 1.
Alright.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So Lieutenant Mendoza and pilot, I suppose, ensign. I'm not sure. Somebody who came up with these ranks.
Ooh, good question. Scratches back of my chin.
The back of your chin.
Thank you for pointing that out. That was the joke entirely. Just scratches the back of it.
Oh, yes. So you get to talk to Jill. Yeah, let's do it. Where is this going to take place?
I guess in the fucking the formal like
Yes.
to repeat
Coyote...
everything that I've just said, I think I would have Jill be in the bridge because while Captain Rampart is, overlooking everything in the captain's like area up top of the bridge, I still think that I can interview enough people in the bottom, like in the little like sectionary seating that we have, the circular seating area that I have imagined it as.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Did I
Rouse
do a
doesn't
voice
have
for Coyote?
comments.
I didn't do a voice for Coyote, right?
No.
I'm pretty
Just
sure you
me.
didn't do a voice for Coyote.
Okay.
Yeah,
There is no voice.
I had to think about it because of all the previous characters that I've done have just been really throat hurty.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Coyote was cadence, not voice.
You were
So,
treating yourself when you voice Coyote.
That's why they gave me a second stripe. Anyway,
Oh, that's stripes now, not tips.
listen, we can negotiate it later.
A second rhombi.
Oh,
I prefer my government to be trapezoidal.
oh, of course. My apologies.
It just makes things a little bit easier when you get down to the shape of it. Word around the offices. Jess has been quite informal with Dead Zone, Jill, and I wanted you to be the first to know it in case this pops up on a mission while the rest of the Huskies are gone.
Are you still playing Jill, or do you want me to be?
Fuck, I'm Jill.
No, you're
I'm
not.
Jill.
You're not Jill.
Okay.
Simply because I want to see how you envision this playing, I will defer it to you today.
Fuck. I gotta play. Shit.
Discord, shut up.
Jill, drop the audio. Drop the audio. Jill assumes her stance on the bridge. In her flight suit, she has her arms behind her back.
Oh, I would definitely be informal in this. This is definitely
Okay.
a
So
sit down.
You've
have
given
a sit
her.
right if you
You've
need
given
it.
her an at ease.
Yeah, like this is an at ease moment. Like I'm not trying to make this official business. This is very like, hey, you are the only last remaining active Husky. Like as of now, we need to talk. Debrief, but in an informal sense, definitely.
Acting Husky leader, I suppose.
Yeah.
Husky actual. Yeah. Well, Jill, after standing to attention with a salute, visibly, relaxes when you give her the at ease order, and she joins you sitting down on the bridge, and she does not take a cigarette from you. Sorry, sir, I don't smoke.
Perfectly understandable. These things kill, I've heard.
I'm sure it's the least dangerous thing you're dealing with in this war, sir.
True enough.
I understand that Dead Zone has taken over Jess's training. And I understand that she is to become another member of the Huskies, and I am very proud of her. And I hope that her training is going well. You notice a wobble in her voice.
Right. Well, that's not why I called you here, Jill. I wanted to know if there was going to be any... Listen, when two former... I don't even want to say former here. When two active romantic interests enter a war together, it's usually very, very detrimental to a squad. And especially when one of them is... I'm going to wave my hand back and forth when I say this. Kind of a loose cannon.
Yes, I understand what you mean, sir.
So I just want to just say, I'm trying to not be like the informal one. How do I want to word this? Quite honestly, it's I'm fine with you two having a relationship while you're a part of the Husky Squadron. However, I don't know what her stance is on it, and I don't want her to be the deciding factor for you still being in tip-top shape.
I thank you for your concern, sir. I think things between me and Jessa are in a good place. She certainly seems excited whenever she comes back from train. You don't need to hear this. Apologies, sir.
No, I mean I understand.
I believe that things are stable, and from what I've seen of Jessa, she is improving and will become less of a loose cannon, as you put it, when she's given a task. I'd suggest putting her on the squad next time we are deployed.
Are you sure that she will follow orders when it comes down to it? As acting Husky captain, you and I have a very similar task. Making sure that our squadron makes it out in at least 2 pieces.
I will make sure she listens to me, sir, and you, and
Okay.
I have no doubt that she will listen to Dead Zone. No doubt at all.
That's what I'm worried about too. And then I'd dismiss her and I'd be like, you can report back to your station. If I need you, I'll call through the ship.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.
Good. Bye.
At ease.
Wonderful. Great. Yeah, what else have you been up to during these few weeks? Cammy, Symbolist?
Symbolist. Oh, thank God I don't have to do anything. Cross my legs.
You play the scene. You get, you put in your time.
You've earned a vacation.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be a very long-lasting vacation. It won't be called to attention anytime soon. Cammy Symbolist has been spending the last it was 3 weeks? What did you say?
3 weeks, yes.
3 weeks. On and off, she has been attempting to rekindle creative pursuits. She's found an old scrapbook of hers, has been doodling things down, but almost always scrapping the page and throwing it in the bin after she couldn't quite get a line correct, that the perspective wasn't coming the way she was picturing it. A perfectionist in her, killing everything that she's attempted to make over this period of time. It's supposed to be a release. It's supposed to be what's comes naturally to her, what comes easy, and it has been nothing but a stressor. So eventually she has been putting the book away and looking for other things to be doing while aboard the Green Dog that'll take her mind off things. She's still feels a little bad about the mess with the engineers downstairs, so she's been just sort of idly hanging around the engineering desks and just sort of asking them about how their job works, making kind of small chat, but also at the same time gaining something of an interest in how their systems work. She figures if something catastrophic happens to the Green Dog, it's probably best to have half an idea of how these systems work, in case
That's nice.
Something bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Jarek, who she'd scared half to death last time.
Is that who you've mainly been shadowing while he's been working?
Yeah, trying to, buying him a lunch every now and then, just trying to make things a little nicer.
Yeah, he's still a nervous wreck, but a little more used to having you around now. His hands don't shake as much.
Well, that's good.
They do shake more, however, whenever Jessa comes to join you, because she is super interested in Volcor, Whenever you're working on her or doing anything around her, she's usually slipped Dead Zone's leash and found you somehow.
Yeah.
Which, puts a little fear into Jarek.
Yeah.
But she hasn't done anything obscene.
Is there, I've been happy to answer I've been happy to answer Jess's questions when she's raised them about how Valkur operates. But I get the feeling that I also, when we have these discussions, I get the feeling that my answers aren't quite what she's looking for. There's something deeper that she's trying to drive at that I'm just not offering up. And
Yeah,
that back and forth is kind of, it's been going on.
there's a little frustration there building, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Great, good. Sounds like everything's going great on board the Green Dog.
And the other thing is, Cammy has attempted to try and seek out through her mind's eye, see if she can see what's being painted on Hawk's soul, but wherever Hawk is, whatever Hawk is doing, he is very closed off at the moment, and Cammy cannot get through to him even remotely.
Hugely, yeah. That's great. Good. Has Coyote been up to anything besides paperwork and dealing with Jill and Jessa?
I think I would probably be hanging around maintenance bay, making sure, all of our mechs tip-top shape. Probably in the simulators even, just trying to, while we're on break, keeping my mind, acuity up in terms of like we're going to run into. Because the hegemony is not going to stop.
Nope.
So I would definitely, especially that big dickhead rival that we've got.
Her name isn't Dickhead, it's Decker.
Well, sorry, I must have misheard it in translation. But definitely like trying to keep on top.
When you go and grab the Crabs in a Bucket OVA and check your subtitles on the first episode, make sure her name isn't translated as Commander Dickhead, because they use some real foul language in episode 2 that does not represent our views of it was a different time. It was the 90s. The fan subbing scene was very different. All right, it's not not representative of our values or of that of Frogcast Industries.
Bluto, I'd love if you'd take that fan sub down off of your website.
I can't do that, Frogcast.
Wonderful. Yeah. And outside of training Jessa, has Dead Zone gotten up to anything on her own?
For her, it is really just been seeking enjoyment in both training Jessa and herself. Occasionally she can be found interacting with members of the crew, but it's not really her style. She tends to keep to herself, not out of a sense of loneliness, but out of a sense of, I have nothing for you, you don't have anything for me, I don't want to interact with you right now.
Damn. Keeping to herself. Except when getting enjoyment from Jessa. Understood.
And dodging Jill, mostly.
Fantastic. Good. Happy to hear it. So yeah, it has been a tense few weeks on board. Obviously, with the Vice Admiral revealed as a spy. Things have been a little rocky. More than a couple of fights have broken out about it. Squadron Lambda had to be pulled from a mission because they got into too big of a scuffle which leaves your squad, Upsilon, as the next to deploy when you are all called to the bridge by acting Captain Rampart. Do you all arrive together, or have you come from doing separate
I
things?
suppose I'm already there doing paperwork.
I'd show up with Cammy.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You fetched her. Yeah, and then coming in after you
The
is
husky. No.
yeah, Jill, and with Jessa clinging to her arm. I should make a little Jessa token thing.
Little Jessa.
Little Jessa. Turn off the lines. Boop. Okay. It's probably fine that she's red. Yeah, so you are on board the bridge. You can see that the green dog is turned back towards the planet Proxus, which the Good Hope was orbiting before. And Rampart turns to you and says, Squadron, I have good news. If you don't remember, Lieutenant Rampart is the former, vassal commander, the one who's in charge of deploying the mech squads. They, them, Latinx, they wear an old Zaros military uniform, navy blue. They have severe eyes, pixie-cut hair, and a severe face. And they are now acting captains, so you can see they have another pip on their collar. They say,
Trapezoidal.
good news. Yes, a quadrilateral pip, taking them up to 3. Good news, squad. We have found out where the signals have been received from the Vice Admiral's treasonous broadcasts. Down on the planet of Proxus is a listening station attached to a hegemony data vault. These are fortresses, basically. They hold hegemony data at multiple points throughout the system, many of them on each planet. This one seems to have been receiving all communications coming from this ship. We need you to get down there, infiltrate the data vault, and scrub it, or recover the information for our use. Now, the data vault can be found inside the fortress known as the Silent Keep. And the 3 of you will know about this because it is the place of the last battle between the Hegemony and the House of Lond, one of the great houses of Zaros that was driven to extinction a couple of years after the Hegemony arrived in the system. Imagine, a noble medieval house if they had mechs. That sort of thing. I have a picture of their flag, which you would all remember. It is on the stream, if you want to take a look at it.
Yeah.
Maroon and teal, with a maroon falcon carrying a halberd. Yeah, it's the Bluto flag.
I'm House Lond. No wonder they went extinct. Fuck.
Yeah, the Silent Keep was where the last stand of the House of Lond happened, where they were all wiped out. Rampart continues. Surrounding the keep, after the battle there, years ago, a town has built up in the wreckage. It's called the town of Barrage, and from what we understand, there is an independent resistance cell operating there, carrying out strikes against the Hegemony and against the Silent Keep. That's all the good news. The bad news is that the Silent Keep is your friend Bliss Decker's personal fortress. From what I understand, she was the one who led the attack on House of Lond and was given it as a prize by her mother, the High Marshal. So I'm afraid you will be facing off against the Void Wolves again. And whatever forces they have inside the keep. While you are a man down, I am afraid I don't think you and the Huskies, especially when it's just Jill and Jessa. Jessa bristles at this, but Jill holds her in place so she doesn't say anything. At which point Jessa flicks her head over to Dead Zone, gives her a little meaningful look. Come on, say something.
Stand up for us.
Oh, they were expecting a real response to accurate information. We are several men down short. Men, women, those in between short. And everything that they said was true. While I do have some reservations, I do think that you have made progress in your training. I'm not sure if you are ready for active combat.
She narrows her eyes and flips you off and then turns back to the briefing. Rampart tries to ignore that. Look, while it's the three of you and 2 Huskies, you can't take the keep by yourself. Your objective is to make contact with this resistance cell, form some sort of alliance with them, ready for a proper assault on the Silent Keep. Yeah, so that is your objective. Your employer is the Rouse, as usual. Acting Captain Rampart is giving you this order. Your target is the Void Wolves of the Hegemony of Man. You know that the Silent Keep has its own forces, as well as the Aces of the Wolves. Your objective is make contact with the local resistance movement in the town of Barrage, try and broker an alliance to assault the Silent Keep together. Rampart gives you your rules of engagement. You are not to threaten or employ force against civilians at Barrage and the Silent Keep. You are not to loot, steal, or destroy civilian property, and you are not to use disproportionate fire. That means if somebody comes at you with fists, you are to respond in kind, no pulling guns. Understood?
Understood?
Understood.
Great.
The terrain of the planet is... Are we expecting heavy winter locale? Are we trying to use that in turn to try and assault the Silent Keep? Would that be within the cards?
Yeah, let me take you over to the Zaros system. Silent Keep is in the northern hemisphere. It is in a heavy wooded area. And when I say heavy, I mean the trees there are taller than your vassals. Easily 20, 25, 30 meters tall. Dense forest. The Silent Keep was carved into a bluff in the middle of there. It was pretty well defended right until the Hegemony came, at which point they carved this path through the forest. And the area is littered with wrecks and skeletons of vassals long destroyed, scavenged for parts. Craters where missiles hit, hence the town of Barrage. But it will be temperate, maybe a little cold, but not heavy winter or snow.
When you say taller than our vassals, even
The behemoth that is the
Yeah,
Event
maybe
Horizon.
not the Event Horizon, but
well, maybe. Well, what if it was bigger than the Event Horizon?
I'm sure there are dense enough parts of the forest where people aren't that do stretch up that high.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Do people burrow into the trees and make little houses like they're little cartoon squirrels?
Yawa! Din din di yawa!
There are no Ewoks.
Oh!
What's the point of even going to this shitty planet?
Yeah, so you want to
main carved out path, very open.
Yep.
Obviously, like main path to get to the Silent Keep.
Mhm.
The town is along that path, you're saying? Like
It
it's
starts
in one of the crater of one of these like mine
exactly.
explosions.
It starts in the path and then it is like built up around the keep. Because civilians are needed to do work there, custodial duties, data entry, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think if there's any other like meaningful things we can learn about the planet before we even start discussing
A tactic?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess you can start gathering some information.
Yeah, I mean, who do we ask? I guess Rampart, right? Who wants to go? Because I got the path out of this. So who wants to go next in terms of interview?
We can have gathering information as any sort of way. If you want to access the data banks on the Green Dog to try and find out more about the area, you can talk to Rampart. You can see if Jill or Jessa know anything.
You can ask the seagulls.
I apologize, everybody. I am on my laptop away from home, and as such, there is different fauna around here, so you're going to hear the damn seagulls.
I only wanted to point it out because they got incredibly noticeable. Not loud, but just like we could hear it in the background. I didn't want people to like.
Yeah.
On the planet of Proxus, there are Zeagulls.
We're porging this? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we're porging it.
Fuck!
Porg it up.
Do.
Yeah, I'll look up some stuff on the I mean, no, fuck it. I'll ask Jill if Jill and Jessa if they've ever been, if they know anything about the area. If they've been to the House of Lawn. It's probably like it was a historic site at one point. I assume, right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, it was like a place people lived.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of great value.
Would we rouse rebellion? Would they have access to the plans for the Silent Keep? Like, would they have, as part of House of Lawn being a part of Zaros military and me and Rampart?
Oh, no. They were... House of Lond separated themselves from Zaros. They were not... Okay. They established themselves as their little...
that we found afterwards.
This
like
sounds...
Maybe one of them as a last-ditch effort sent that shit out into orbit in case the Silent Keep was taken.
This sounds like a survey or a study roll somebody wants to make for me.
I would love to make this survey roll unless someone has more
Great.
than one pip in it.
Well, hang on.
I got one.
I have one pip in survey. However, last time I took the special ability Farsight. When I gather information with survey, I can take one additional dice. The information gained can be from a place and time where you were not present.
Ooh, the fall of the Silent Keep. Ooh, that's so cool. So, like, if you want, I could try see what went down, back then. I imagine it might be a bit tough, but I can give it a look.
Yep. That sounds fantastic. Oh my god, I hope you succeed here.
You have my full authorization.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to assist?
I guess I would assist because former Zaros military, I would know, Silent Keep was definitely like a big part, like the emotions that would run hot. That's what I would say. Like, I'm trying to like the history around it is what I would use. It's like, this is a long tide battle. There's going to be a lot of despair. There's going to be a lot of, hopelessness. That's the feelings that you're looking for. That's how I'm going to help, is like describing the scene.
The better I can picture it, the clearer it's going to come into view.
Yeah. Wonderful. Could you give me... So you take 2 stress, help with
Yep.
this, Coyote. And that means 3 dice?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. You got a 4! So you get some information, but not all of it. So, yes. You hunt for this information about the Silent Keep. And you can see as you lose yourself in these memories that don't belong to you, you find yourself inside the keep in the hangar, opening the hangar doors to watch a lone vassal fly out of them. You are in like a teenage girl's body. The scene cuts, and you are then running out of the keep, navigating through these twisting, cramped stone corridors. It's like a castle of old, still lit by modern lights, but like it is carved. It is stonework. It is fairly well maintained. It cuts again. You blink and you open your eyes again, and you are outside, watching as these stock white hegemony vassals tear through the forest. You can see pine needles falling in the wind, great trees that have surrounded you your entire life being uprooted and torn away. You can see fires beginning in the forests around you, and that great path. Only one vassal stands in your way, a vassal you know well. You remember its name at this point. That is the Grace and Poise, the vassal belonging to the princess of House of Lond, Meryl Lond. You close your eyes one more time and open them, finally, one last time, and you are on the ground, out near the forest's edge, and a missile is streaking towards you. The vassal slams into the side of the missile. The Grace and Poise, that is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take that one again for the podcast. The Grace and Poise... The Grace and Poise flies through the air and slams into the missile, causing an explosion which rids the trees nearby of their needles and leaves a great crater around you in the dust. And then you open your eyes again, and you're back in the room.
I'm reaching my hand out, and my mouth is mouthing the words, "No, please stop." A tear is rolling down my eye, and then I'm Symbolist again. Whoa.
Awesome. Everybody looks like a little concerned for you, except for Jessa, who doesn't care. She is off. She's off in the other side of the room, not looking at you.
Okay, well, just saw the last days of the House of Lond, I think. Not pretty. They, really just rolled through there. Laid waste to the whole place. Oh. I'm gonna need to sit down for a moment. Fellas. Just, okay. And then Symbolist takes a seat and
Yay!
maybe grabs a towel. Just
Great. Dead Zone? Coyote, you want to gather some information?
I guess I would go down to the Green Dog's archival section and look up any remaining things about the Silent Keep around maybe Barrage.
Yeah, absolutely. So this would just be study.
Gotcha.
But you got one die in?
I have 1 die in insight.
Oh,
this time
You do it.
I was gonna assist.
No, I think you should just take it. If
you should just take it.
Coyote
It's
can
gonna
stand
be a
behind
set.
you and nod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Coyote's really, he's a very approving, supportive fellow. He will help you in any task, and and his help is often just sitting back there and being like, "Yep, doing a good job."
Doing
Thumbs
great.
up.
Brim of his hat over his eyes.
Just like Peepaw used to do.
Dead Zone, as she's looking up this information, looks over her shoulder, and then looks at his pips, his rhomboids,
Thank you.
and then looks back at him. You've gotten real good at delegating since you ranked up, huh, buddy?
And all it cost us was Hawk. Now do the damn search.
And I will go ahead and do the search.
What are you trying to find out?
I guess we are looking. While we were given the information about the last days of I want to say Lawndale, but I know it's not Lawndale.
Lond. Londe.
I guess we need to know about the current layout, what's happened since since that time frame, and any historical findings or any historical information we have outside of that. I guess I don't know how long that memory was, but outside of that 5-minute period, what were the ramifications, I guess?
Sure. What do you know about the House of Lond? What do you know about the Silent Keep and Barrage since then?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. 1 die you have in study?
I have 1 die in study.
Great. 2. Okay. You can't find out much. Thing is, it's like a pretty heavy security hegemony area because of the listening post, because of the data vault. You know that the town of Barrage is basically made up of the equivalent of shipping containers and other prefab buildings they brought in to get hegemony infrastructure installed in this great stone castle. It's not a great place to live.
Do we know population size based off of not necessarily to the T, but general figures? Do we have any?
You get the vibe it's a small town rather than a city.
Okay. A city is a town of shipping containers,
basically. And of course the Silent Keep in the middle, and a basic air base for getting to and from.
Can I potentially see, and this is a different section, can I potentially see if anybody on board is familiar with the area in terms of local landmarks?
Sure, yeah. What sort of role do you want to make for this?
Can I go with a hunt roll?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm trying to track down someone, specifically see if I can peer through HR files and see who may or may not be associated with the area.
Great, yeah, roll me a hunt roll. How many dice is that?
That is just 1.
1d6. 6! Wonderful.
Just roll 6, folks.
Yeah, great. You're going through HR files looking for people from Proxys, looking for people from the area, when all of a sudden you hear the door whoosh open behind you, and then you feel a body pressing up against you as Jessa pushes her hands around your waist. She leans against your back. She goes,
I'm still
doing?
Here, by the way.
I am currently.
We're gonna say Coyote isn't here.
Oh, okay. You found the data.
No, come back. Come
I'm
back.
moonwalking out.
Please come back. I need a witness.
Peace.
Ooh.
Peace. Bye-bye.
Close his door. Close his door.
We're gonna say Coyote had left before Jessa turns up. And yeah, Jessa has her hands wrapped around your waist, and she goes, "What are you doing?"
Having gotten used to this, and normally keeping her arms by her side, Dead Zone slips her arms down into what small cracks are in the hold and then attempts to, pry herself from the hug before turning around and saying, good day to you. I hope you're having a good day. I'm currently trying to track down some information for our latest mission, information gathering, if you will.
Oh.
What are you doing here specifically?
I wanted to see you. You've been so distant.
I haven't been distant. I have been doing my job. There's a difference.
You've been distant in your mind. You don't think about me anymore.
Hold on, wait. There, I've thought of you. Can I help you with anything else?
I don't know why you're going through all of this. You could have just asked me. I'm from
Asked
Barrage.
you. Okay.
That place is awful. We shouldn't be going back.
Unfortunately, as I told you during our first session together, sometimes you got to do things that you don't want to do. This is one of them.
Mm-hmm. You don't know what I had to do to get on a ship to get out of there.
And just enlighten me. Just what did you have to do to escape a town of shipping containers?
The things... I needed to get together a lot of credits and deal with some shitty people. And if we're going back there, I'd like to pay them a little visit, now that I'll have a vassal.
See, I hear you, and I understand your frustration. I don't empathize with it, but I understand where you're coming from.
No? No one's ever been shitty to you, Dead Zone? No one's ever taken advantage of you and you've never wanted to punish them? Is that it?
No one left alive.
Exactly,
again,
exactly.
but
I want that.
I hear you, and I acknowledge your frustrations. I acknowledge the fact that you are wanting revenge. Our mission parameter says we can't fire first, and that does not mean you cause them to shoot at you first to give them justification. We were pretty clear on that, and I'd rather not deal with the paperwork or any potential court-martialing. So, while I get that you want to go to Barrage and step on the little people, you're going to have to do it on your own vacation time, not during this mission.
Fine. Fine. I thought you would have gotten it.
I do get it. I also understand that I have to do things on the mission that I don't want to. You have to do things on the mission you don't want to. We figure out how to get what we want in between missions, not during them. Because remember, if you love me, if you love your job, if you love Jill, you make sure you don't fuck things up and cause problems for them.
You could see her light up a little bit if you love me. And she sort of eases up a little bit and goes, I won't cause any problems for you.
You won't cause any problems for the mission. Causing problems on the mission will cause problems for everyone.
I'll be good.
Dead Zone gives her a little pat on the head of approval. Appreciate it. Now I need to figure out what you know about Barrage.
Yeah, she's able to tell you about the fact that, like, it's Bliss's fortress, right? But she's not always there. She's off doing missions. The guy left in charge is an administrator, hegemony administrator, Timothy Guaro. He runs a tight ship, making sure the Silent Keep data vault is protected. He manages the incoming and outgoing data shipments. He has recruited heavily from the House of Lond survivors who knew the area and has put them to work in the keep. He offers the people of Barrage fair living wage to work in the fortress. And he is a hedonist. He likes to use his position to take the things he believes he's owed in this life. He's known to host a party or two inside the keep when Bliss is there and when Bliss isn't there.
Can you give me a second? Because I'm forming several thoughts and I'm trying very hard to keep it in character.
Okay.
The first question I'm very curious. Can I roll? I don't know what I would fucking roll for.
You can do whatever you like, baby.
Well, obviously I can't destroy the information. That has to be when I'm in my mech. I guess, can I take the information that I'm being given about the general area, how things are being done, and we know that it's poverty, like extreme poverty.
It's very bad.
Is there any way for me to figure out if there is an upcoming party?
Not from here, I think. You'd need to be on the ground to do that.
And this rebel cell in Barrage that we're attempting to find.
Yeah.
Would Jill happen to, or not Jill, Jessa, would Jessa have happened to heard anything about said cell?
House of Lond diehards never accepted that everyone died. Can't operate without their princess, so they're trying to bring her back. Losers who don't know when something is over.
Now, Jessa, between me, you, and these surprisingly thin walls, seems like you struck a nerve. I struck a nerve with that question.
They do better to leave, like I did. They're not bringing their house back.
Dead Zone grabs her hand and looks directly in Jess's eyes, and this is an intensity that I don't think Jessa has seen in Dead Zone yet.
Mm-hmm.
And the question now is, Jessa, why did you leave Barrage?
Yeah, you want to make me some sort of like...
Can I do, I guess, a study roll? It's still gonna be 1 pip because again, I kept everything, but Dead Zone is very fascinated with Jessa for the first time since they met.
We can call this study, absolutely. 1 die?
Just 1 die.
5. Okay. Success with like a, what am I saying? With a setback. You know, you don't get everything. Real bad at words today. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, Jessa is trembling as you hold her like this. It is the, like, outside of, sparring, it is the most intensity you have shown her. And she, for the first time, drops her gaze and looks away from you. And she sort of mumbles something that you can't quite hear.
I don't know what the term is called. I think it starts with a D. It's that. No, it's not. It's a Kabadon. You know that moment where you shove someone into a wall and slam your hand next to them as an act of imitation? Dead Zone's gonna do this before, like, not painfully squeezing the hand that she's holding, but just letting her know that she's there. Look up, use your voice. Why did you leave Barrage?
Yeah, great. She's trembling. She looks up, but not directly into your eyes, and she goes, I killed the princess, and there was nothing left for me. The house is gone, and everything from my life is too, so I went to start again.
I'm piecing some things together here that I'm very intrigued by.
Yay! That's scary.
The narrative intrigue is occurring.
Dead Zone, rather than pushing, reassuredly, or in her way, reassuredly squeezes Jess's hand before leaning into what would be the equivalent of a hug for her, but for everyone else, it's this awkward little putting arm just hovering over shoulder, just barely touching, as if like you're trying to stay close to something warm, but not put your hand on it for obvious reasons.
Awesome. Yeah, Jessa takes this as an invitation to wrap both her hands around you, at least the one that isn't being held onto. And you can hear her quietly crying into your chest.
It sounds like seagulls.
Yeah, it does sound like seagulls. That is, God, she has such a unique way of crying. I'm proud of her.
This is,
Craig, Craig, when I'm editing this part, please remind me to re-record that line.
The Prince of Lond said this is what it's like when seagulls cry.
+2.
I like it.
Yeah, and I think that's a good point to end that little scene.
And it makes sense. Flock of seagulls. And I ran. I ran so far away.
I'm strangling you. I'm actively strangling you. I know I intentionally put my mouth away from the mic for that one, so Craig didn't pick it up, and you can cut it out.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Right. I guess we are now aware that we have at least someone in the House of Lond in our midst, which for Dead Zone would pass this on to the rest of the crew. This is a problem in her mind.
Yeah, this feels like a good amount of information gathered. Y'all want to meet back up on the bridge and decide a tactic?
Yeah.
Before we do that, I think my part in this, because I really didn't gather anything, would be asking about Hawk to Rampart.
Sweet. Yeah, no.
About Hawk? No.
I have a statement prepared on that.
Oh, I love a statement.
Great.
I love a pre-prepared statement.
Rampart sighs. Rampart sighs and asks if you have a cigarette. Hawk, on his exit, stole a firearm from the quartermaster and has disabled the black box on his mech. We have no tracking on him right now.
Okay, well, thought it would be prudent to ask in case, there's a glimmer of a hope that we have more backup on this mission. It seems like that's going to be a no.
No, on this mission it will be you, and you will have your 2 huskies with you, and I hope to gods that you can make an alliance with these remnants.
Here's hoping. Do we have anything to offer them beyond emancipation from, hegemony forces?
We have credits, we have support, we could offer them, assistance if they need help repairing their vassals or anything. We can offer them shelter on the Green Dog.
Okay.
Yeah. offer them anything reasonable, but we don't have. You know what we have? Not much.
Yeah. Very limited resources with what we've got, but we're willing to offer it to help. All right, that's me.
Yep.
That's me done. Tactic
Great.
time.
Yes, tactic time. So, you have 6 options here, like usual. I'm going to put them in the Discord channel that we use for this.
Okay.
There you go, in the notes. Assault. Open violence against the target. Deception. Luring, tricking, or manipulating the target. Scientific. Engaging with technological power. Social. Negotiating, bargain with, or persuading the target. Stealth. Taking action undetected. Transport. Carrying cargo and people through danger.
Just as a refresher, the keep is the target, right? Not necessarily.
The target is the Void Wolves.
Right, who are encamped, entrenched
Yes.
in the Silent Keep.
Absolutely. The greater aspect of the mission is the assault on the keep, but for this first half of the session, we will be making contact with the remnants, the resistance.
Right, and that's
Social.
that's what our tactics should be trying to resolve.
Yeah, for now. We'll make another tactics roll when you have the
Okay, all right.
whether
Okay.
you have
Yeah,
allies
makes
or
sense.
not.
Yeah, so we will save the big guns for later. I've got a terrible, terrible idea has landed in our
involve-
laps.
Causing a riot? Because I think we should make a riot.
We could make we could make a riot. However, we were told no force against civilians, do not destroy civilian property, do not escalate force. I feel that goes against everything that was set out for us if we were to deliberately cause a riot. It would be a pain in the Void Will's side, but it would be no, my thinking was more about and the problem is the problem with what I'm not suggesting, because I think it's a terrible idea. But the problem would be, I don't think Jessa would go along with this, is that there is clearly some connection between Jessa and the former royals of the House of Lond. What if we positioned Jessa as the heir of the House of Lond has returned and is coming back to claim what is rightfully hers? She would not go for this. This would be a terrible idea. We're not going to do this. I'm just saying it would be. It has kind of all been laid out for us like this.
I have such a big smile on my face.
Dead Zone, do you have a suggestion before I say my suggestion?
No, again, starting a riot. That's basically what I wanted.
Okay, so we're between riot and rightful heir apparent to House of Lond taking back the key.
Okay, so I say riot, but basically we've just been given the keys to start a mass revolution. It was part of the reason why I asked about the socioeconomic proportion when the next party was.
Jessa will not go for this. Do not put any hopes in this. Did you not hear what she said?
No, I did hear what she said. I heard the part where she said she wanted revenge.
Okay. Now, let us loop back around to the no force against civilians, do not destroy civilian property, do not escalate force.
I hear you, and we're not doing that. We're giving the tools to the proletariat. It's time for the serfs to rise up against their masters and overthrow them without using the masters' tools.
Coyote, I need you to speak now, so this stops.
As acting lieutenant, I've
Yep.
taken both suggestions into consideration.
Mine was an anti-suggestion. I just wanted to be known.
I understand that. We know very critical information. We know that the current, if Bliss isn't there, this is all hinging on a maybe.
Yeah,
But if we know that Bliss isn't there, and it's the administrator in charge, Mr. Guaro. He likes to host parties. Why
He
don't
hosts
we
parties
slip in?
while Bliss is there as well.
I understand that, but
Okay.
I'd rather not have to deal with Bliss recognizing the three of us at a party and going,
That's true.
"Hey, I know you guys from somewhere," you know.
Are they masquerade parties? Can we get a?
Well, he's a
That's-
hedonist, right? So
Yeah.
there's going to be drink, there's going to be food, there's going to be livelihood. Why don't we sneak in as like you, an artist, Dead Zone, a juggler, and me, a musician, and that's how we get into the keep to open the hangar, so that we can, get our vessels inside way faster.
This is a great idea. Probably
This
a
is
good
not-
tactic for part 2.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is not helping us
part
get.
one.
Yeah.
Part one, I hell no, we're not doing a riot.
Oh, no,
That
no,
only
no,
leaves
I
one
was-
option.
Sorry, I was thinking forward. It's not to make contact with the rebel crew. I mean, once we make contact,
We're
starting class wars.
we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We've all skipped the part where
Part
we meet
one.
the rebel crew.
Find
And
the rebel
just
crew.
and just assuming, oh yeah, that part's gonna be that. There's gonna be no problems there. It's gonna be so easy. Let's just skip to the hard part.
Not necessarily. Your plan about dressing Jessa up as an heir to the House of Lond might work because
Work
you
for
know
part
the Resistance Cell are former House of Lond.
House of Lond, yeah. Well, me being fuck. I don't want to put her as a fucking critical part of this mission. She sucks. She fucking sucks at everything. And not even in like a funny Glorpo way where I feel endeared to her.
I've created the anti-Glorpo.
It is very anti-Glorpo.
Everyone hates Jessa.
I fucking love her. What are you talking about?
I sure hope you do, Dead Zone.
Dead Zone doesn't. I love her intensely.
That zone could be Queen Consort if this all pays off.
Ooh, that's
No. Listen, I hear you all. I hear the gears spinning in your head. Do not offer this. Do not offer Dead Zone this. It is too much of a good thing.
Or if you want to keep it weird, you could be the house mistress. And she marries Jill instead.
Listen, she can always have a side piece.
I hear you both. I hear the gears spinning in your head. If you want Dead Zone to continue in this campaign, do not offer her this.
All I'm saying is that silent keep isn't going to be much silent for much longer.
Oh no!
Yeah, go ahead.
These walls could talk.
You could hear them.
We talked about this during session 0. Most of you were group focused in the sense that if a character had to leave, you would be happy to roll a new one up.
That is so funny, and I'm still on board with that idea starting now.
Oh,
It's not like you're going to install her as queen in a week.
Yeah,
there's a lot of paperwork.
Zones back in background.
Sorry, I should say princess. The ruler of the House of Lond is princess.
And I hate to say it.
Okay, that elucidates some things about the flashback I saw.
Yeah.
Thing I'm going to say though, Dead Zone, is that you do have some grace and poise to you. You know, I can see it in your eyes.
I hear the humor in your voice, and
you
appreciate
you
it.
can hear it through the cigarette. That's crazy. I think Plan 1A is definitely we're social. We're trying to persuade whatever rebel force is in Barrage that, hey, we're here to help in whatever fashion to dispose the current tyrant that is making life terrible for them on the silent planet of Proxy.
The detail for social is the social connection, which would still mean Jessa is an integral part, I believe.
Let me just look really quick. Assault, no. Deception, no. Scientific, no.
Deception could be if you want to lie about Jessa.
Okay.
I just wanna throw this out here.
Yeah.
Due to a recent show that some of us have watched, this sure sounds like we're making plans and ideas for women without asking them what they want, and it feels very familiar. I'm just throwing that out there.
But women are doing it, so it's fine.
It's fine if women make tools out of other women.
Exactly. It's Coyote being here that's problematic.
Everybody else in this meeting is a woman, right?
Rampart is they them.
You're right, correct. Very, very right. Hey, as the only cis white male here.
He's white! Marasame Mendoza is white!
Only because of the planet that he grew up on, the conditions are different from Earth, and they mostly have albinism on.
Okay.
That's how I'm rolling that.
Nice.
And that has been written down in my mind's eye for like the past 2 seconds.
Okay, cool.
So I would say that like the planet that is in the hegemony system where I grew up.
Yeah, the hegemony all grew up on spaceships.
Well, one of the planets
in the little
that
rewrite I did.
We'll say.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
Yep. Back to the issue at hand. I really shouldn't be the one making this decision for everybody as acting lieutenant. As a male, I feel very uncomfortable letting Jessa get, too involved in this plan without the proper procedures and investments given to her. So I think that we should go with let's assault the town, kill everybody there, and whoever's left is our friend. Let's pillage and maim.
Can I ask a clarification? Do we know how long ago the House of Lond fell?
3 years.
3 years ago.
Yeah. So while Zaros only lasted 3 days in their war against the hegemony, it took them 2 years to exterminate the House of Lond.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure we're gonna find some really big sympathizers. Jessa there.
It's in living memory, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It might be in the living memory of somebody on the ship right now with us. Maybe very living. You see, I'm folks, if you're not following the drift, I'm thinking I had the vision I did because I had a close enough proximity to one of the people involved in the memory.
Ooh.
I'm suggesting that might have been Jess's memory I lived through there, but I don't know for definite. There could always be a twist or a twist. A twist.
We were quiet for too long, and you had to just keep talking.
I had to keep talking. I twisted myself into a corner. I've twisted myself my own
The twist is a folklore creature that exists in the woods around the Silent Keep.
Yeah.
Well, that's pleasant.
Oh, the twist.
Yeah, a tactic.
Personally, I think tactic is social. No matter what, even with Jessa being as part of this Husky team, we're gonna have to take Jessa with us anyway. And I'd rather her be the focal point of the plan so that she doesn't get up to shenanigans about revenge.
You want to keep an eye on her.
Well, the only way to keep an eye on her seems to thrust her into Dead Zone's path. So Dead Zone's going to be knight apparent to the reigning princess. Glory be to her. Long may she reign.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Royal Guard.
Yeah.
I don't see another plan for part 1. Part 2 we can
Rules.
negotiate and we can talk. But like part 1, we do have to make contact with these people, and the only way to get them to really trust us would be to be from some form or another part of House of Lond. Now, they might have a grudge against House of Lond for falling and leaving them in this depraved society that they are in now, but odds evens on that are,
Hedonists.
hedonists,
Oh.
Yeah, from what Jessa said, they seem to be House of Lon diehards, so this would probably work.
Okay.
Is she
Now,
gonna like
who's-
it? No. No, she's
Are
probably not gonna like
any
it.
of us going to attempt to broach Jessa about any of this before
Yes.
we...
Oh god.
I think
God,
Jill should do it.
please.
So you gotta brief Jill, who's then gonna talk Jessa into it. I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna have a conversation with myself to do this. This is
I
too
don't know.
juicy.
No.
Time out. No, time out. I would
Okay.
like to at least brief Jill about what we know. She
Okay,
doesn't
yeah,
have to tell
absolutely.
Jessa,
Yeah.
but I think that Jill, acting captain of the Huskies, of which there are only one, and that one is going to be the crucial hinge to the plan, part 1, I think it is only fair that, it's brought up.
Yeah, but think how juicy it would be if you forced Dead Zone to do it.
No, you're gonna tell Jessa.
Does she have to? Is she have to be there?
I'm telling Jill. Like, I don't... This is me acting lieutenant. You guys are not my squad mates right now. I'm telling Jill this is part of the plan. Like,
Coyote briefs Jill while Dead Zone briefs Jessa. Perfect.
Hey,
exactly.
and what about the part where I lived her memories, maybe?
You already know the plan.
Here's what I was offering. You delegate the conversation with Jill to Dead Zone, and the first time they've talked in a while will be Dead Zone having to tell Jill, hey, we're planning on using your girlfriend as a tool to get our mission done. Think of how juicy that would be.
Maybe.
Oh. Me, the player, I'm giggling about it.
I think maybe something that you might want to do is ask if Jill knows what Jessa's past is like, what her background is. You know?
It sounds like all three of us are going to have this intervention with Jill while Jessa is somewhere on the ship. So let's do that.
Yeah, that won't be intimidating and pressuring at all.
Acting lieutenant. So, heard your girlfriend's kind of important on this planet. She might be the next, heir apparent.
Okay, we're playing this scene. All right. Coyote, where do you want to do this? On the bridge?
Is there a better part of the ship?
Let's
there
have a
really
look.
isn't, right?
You can invent somewhere. Is there like a bar that isn't the mess hall? I guess.
I don't want to.
Is there a rumpus room?
I'd love a rumpus room.
It's only gonna show up in this session though.
Oh.
I don't know what a rumpus room is.
It's just like a den. It's like a room that's just kind of there to have fun in.
Rumpus. It's gonna
like a second living room.
Rumpus room then.
Did I establish we had a pinball machine at some point? I feel like I did that.
I think so. I think it was in the mess hall.
I think you did.
Yeah, that was in the mess.
Okay,
hall.
the mess hall. I say mess hall. Mind you, having this very eye-opening discussion in the mess hall is quite funny.
So you've cleared the mess hall out.
Yeah, as acting lieutenant, I guess I do have that power invested in me.
You clear the mess hall out, and the three of you, are you sitting at a table? Are you standing?
I'm on a bar stool and I'm just spinning on it while I smoke another cigarette.
And the other two?
I'm sitting casually at one of the tables.
Mm-hmm.
I am standing behind I guess the one of the tables, but like at attention.
Sure, yeah. Jill walks in, again, straight, standing to attention. She snaps off a quick salute to Coyote, and then nods at Simplest and Dead Zone, and says, "You needed to talk to me, sir?"
Gotta keep it brief with you, Jill. This mission sucks. It's bad. It's really bad. I don't like having to do this.
Editor's
And
note. Editor's note, please cut the first episode there.
That'd be really
Starting up the second episode. Jill has just entered the mess hall, has greeted all of you, and is ready for her briefing.
Jill, this one's gonna suck. Like, I hate having to do this, especially with not any of the remaining Huskies. But it seems like Jessa. First of all, do you know Jessa's last name? Has she told you anything about, where she came from? Where'd she go?
It's come up, but she says she doesn't have one.
Okay. Well, you were listening in the mission briefing about the House of Lond, I assume.
Yes, sir.
And Symbolist here kind of lived through the life of one of the House of Lond during that briefing, as you saw. Yeah.
I saw, yes. Are you okay, Cammy? I mean, Pilot Bocklin?
I appreciate the concern. I'm more worried about your squad mate. I have a suspicion that it was one of her memories I lived through.
Which does make her House of Lond, which in their societal appreciation of the thing.
How would you know it was her?
Well,
Dead Zone.
Smokes
my cigarette. Nods to...
Jill turns her head towards Dead Zone and narrows her eyes and says, "Please explain."
I recently had a conversation with Jessa, and during that conversation, I found out that she was from Barrage. She has not confirmed it, but signs point to her being of the House Lond, based off of what we were told.
I saw someone running through the solitary walls of a castle, and the princess, the heir apparent, coming to her rescue after a terrible siege was being undertaken, and she was in danger of dying. I mean, obviously it's not conclusive. Perhaps the princess was just such a noble soul that she would have protected any of her civilians, any of her subjects, but there was a familiarity I felt, a recognizability.
Sorry, are you saying that Jessa and the princess of the House of Lond were together?
I mean,
why does this matter? Respectfully, sir.
Respectfully, Jill. In regards to the plan, we are going to use Jessa as the remaining House of Lond heir apparent. And we're going to use that as our contact point between the rebellion. And from there, we'll decide how the plan goes once we're in, action phase of part 2. Part 1 relies on Jessa being our contact because she is from this town. And possibly closer to the Silent Keep than any of us could even imagine. And I thought it was only fair that as acting Husky leader and as her partner, that you should know before we briefed Jessa. So that way she doesn't turn on you and say that, you have an excuse that you were told this ahead of time. That way she can blame all of us instead of just you.
Permission to speak freely, sir?
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't get a fucking say in this?
I mean, if you can come up with a plan to contact the locals faster than Check's watch, 2 hours, 120 minutes.
If she's from there, they'll know her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what we're hoping on.
Right. I see.
The only thing I'm worried about, Dead Zone has implied that Jessa does not like the locals and that she wants revenge. And now we're going to give her a vassal. And she has
Yes.
not been cooperative since arriving. As acting lieutenant, somebody, as part of this little quad we've got here, this little, quartet,
Mhm.
somebody's got to keep her in line. I want no civilian casualties. I want no force against civilians. I don't want any civilian property destroyed or even blemished by us in this. And none of that points to Jessa being happy. So it's either you keeping control of her as acting captain and partner, or it's Dead Zone as the mentor, or it's me with a gun to the back of her vassal. One of us is going to keep her in line because this is more important than anything we've ever worked towards. The amount of data that could be inside of this key could save thousands of our lives. So I will not have it fall to an emotional teenager who's caught up in nostalgia.
Jill bites back a comment and says, "Understood, sir."
Dismissed.
Thank you, sir. Good luck. She storms out of the mess hall, but not without giving Dead Zone a glare.
Dead Zone only briefly regards Jill before turning her attention back over to anything but her.
Great.
It's not fair. Not fair. Well, that was the easy party to convince. What's your plan on the other front?
Somehow summon Hawk to deal with it. That's my plan currently as I light another cigarette.
As you're talking about this, the mess hall doors open and Jessa comes in. She goes, Jill said you wanted to see me.
Okay, well, yeah, sure, I guess. Do you know
This is
anything
it,
about
isn't
this?
it?
Oh, yeah. This is, sure.
I'm getting deployed. I'm getting my own vassal.
Now, keep in mind when you are deployed with a vassal, there are objectives that you were given by
course.
command.
No
can you
civilians.
recite them to me?
No harm to civilians. No destruction of civilian property. No use of disproportionate fire. No looting or stealing. No threatening.
Mm-hmm. Would you do that against people that you have a grudge against?
No, I would not. I have already given Dead Zone my word. I will be good.
There is a very, very, very small smile gracing Dead Zone's lips as she says this.
I'm imagining Dead Zone is behind Jessa right now, so that she can't see it.
Yes.
Great.
Give her some physical touch. That's clearly what she craves. Like even a shoulder tap of like, ah man, you're doing great, sweetie.
Maybe afterwards.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know what?
after the briefing.
Sure. You know what? In front of acting lieutenant, I wouldn't do that either, I guess. That's perfect. I guess that's all I wanted to say. When you're in a vassal, who do you follow the orders of? What's the chain of command?
Chain of command goes acting captain of the Huskies, Jill Reggs, then acting lieutenant of Round Squadron Upsilon, Marasime Mendoza.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. This is
I
sounding like
doubt
you actually.
acting captain Rampart will be giving us orders, but under the event where nobody else is able to, I will respond to theirs.
Perfect. I'm excited to see how you're going to do in your first official deployment, Jessa.
As am I.
However, part one of our mission requires us contact the locals. We need a way into the Silent Keep that spares us the, quite frankly, arduous task of assaulting the Silent Keep. It stood for 3 years unabated, 2 years unabated from the assaults of the hegemony, and there's only going to be 5 of us. I don't think we're going to quite crack that shell in a couple of days, unless we have some insider help.
I'm afraid I don't know any contacts inside the Silent Keep. Not anymore.
But you do in Barrage.
And she looks over her shoulder at Dead Zone before turning back. I used to know people there. I burned a few bridges, you could say, to get away.
I think Coyote would snub out his cigarette on the bar, and say,
Is it going to be a problem if you return to the town of Barrage?
I can
Is there
only
anything?
I can only think of one person who would have an issue with me returning.
Just it's better for us to know these things ahead of time rather than them propping up unforeseen.
I doubt anyone remembers me.
You doubt?
Yes. I don't know. I don't write letters. I don't go and check in on them. I did not wish to uncover this chapter of my life, and yet Dead Son worked it out of me. And I want to be good, and I want to be helpful. So, no, I don't think anyone will remember me. I don't think it will be a problem.
I want you to know, Jessa. I am putting the most faith in anyone that I've put in for this mission into you today.
What? What?
What? I'm being quite genuine when I say this. When we reach Barrage, we will have to contact the locals. You don't have to reveal yourself, but if worse comes to shove and they don't trust us, you will have to reveal that you are who you are. If only to get our foot in the door to complete our objective.
I
Now,
don't know what
after
Dead Zone
this-
told you, but I'm no one.
Are you sure you're no one?
Yes, I'm sure.
So your
She looks over at Dead Zone again.
So your aptitude with vassals is a freak accident and not training as
You-
part of House of Lond.
You saw me out there in that loader mech trying to get Jill out. It wasn't pretty. Okay?
No, but it wasn't detrimental to your attempted goal.
Sure,
You were
it wasn't the
actually
first time I'd ever been in a vassal, but I wasn't. They didn't let me fly their fancy. No.
You might as well come out and say it. As part of this mission, we're going to be going quite far into enemy territory. And if I don't have complete trust in you, then you can't have complete trust in me. If this is opening up too many bad memories, I apologize, but it is our mission.
It is
I
war.
wish there was another way, and we've spent hours delegating in this room trying to find a separate way.
At this point, Dead Zone's going to lean forward and quietly just mutter into Jess's ears, "This is the freedom to get what you want."
Fine. Since it has been let slip, yes, I was a subject to the House of Lond. I wasn't one of their pilots. I wasn't one of their princesses. I'm just gonna wait for the siren to go. There we go. I wasn't one of their pilots. I was just a subject. I was just a girl in the keep.
She saved your life, didn't she? The princess?
She would have done that for anyone. She was good like that. Better than me.
Then sadly, you're going to have to prove that you are worth saving. That's the mission. And I know that it hurts you to do this and to bring up memories that have clearly soured. But if there's any way that we can reclaim the keep that was lost to you in the past, I'm willing to help. But you have to help me.
All right.
And helping us means talking to Baran.
All right. I'll be your in. I'll talk to her for you. The House of Lond Remnant is led by Bex Madrigal. She was captain of the guard. She did not like me.
All right. That's our in then. And
We'll see if she's even still alive.
Mm-hmm. Dismissed.
Thank you, sir. And she leaves. She doesn't look at Dead Zone.
Well, this arrangement, it's mighty precarious. Are you prepared to catch it if it starts to fall, Coyote?
Symbolist.
Yes, sir.
Never ask me to be the acting lieutenant again.
All right, let's make our engagement roll. Sweet. So, take 1 dice for plain old luck. Is this mission bold?
The entirety of it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Reclaiming
I think we're pretty
a
bold.
famous war site from hegemony control and trying to gather as much data as possible.
I'd say so. Is the mission especially complex?
It just now became complex.
By definition, I would say, yeah, it probably is complex because it's meeting up with rebels,
Yep.
defining course of action from there, acting out course of action from there.
We're relying on a past relationship we don't know the entirety of and could have gone sour in the time since that relationship was last kindled.
Yeah, so you get an extra die because it's bold, you lose a die because it's complex, so you're back down to 1 die. Does the mission exploit the target's vulnerabilities? The targets here are the hegemony,
yes.
Administrator Guaro, and
yes.
the Void Wolves.
Yeah,
I
I
would
thi-
say yes.
I
Because
I think so.
more than not, I would say once we get in contact, part 1, I'd say part 2 is going to be playing to the vulnerabilities. He's very hedonistic. He's hosting parties a lot. That means access to this, impregnable fortress, which we could then use to take advantage of his lifestyle to gain access to it and potentially sabotage it just enough to get our vassals in and doing heaps of damage and getting any information we can, or dismantling the information stronghold of what they've got. I'd say yes, it's exploiting vulnerabilities in the administrator.
Great. Is the mission's tactic ineffective against the target? Is this social connection ineffective?
Against the administrator?
Yeah.
No, I would say no, because we're going to meet up with the rebels. They'll give us the situation report about how often, et cetera, happens. And then from there, we're going to do our plan, whatever we've decided on: riot, heir apparent princess, or, sneaking in during one of the social parties. It all relies on connection, which is the connection to the rebels, which is our tactic. Is once we can get in contact with these sympathizers, we can use their leverage as ours. So I'd say it's not ineffective.
I'll allow it. Yeah. So you're on 2 dice right now.
Yeah, because we're not trying to attack and we're not trying to stealth in. We're
Mhm.
using the connection.
Does the squad receive external support for the mission?
The rebels?
Maybe.
Yeah, I would say that that's a
Okay.
maybe, because potential, we could get external support if we play our cards right with the rebels. Maybe they've got vassals, they've taken some from the graveyard path to the Silent Keep, and they've been repairing some of them. They've definitely got weapons, at the very least, if it's just infantry.
Okay. 3 dice. Is anyone interfering with the mission other
That we
than
know
the
of,
target?
no. Yeah, no.
I hope not.
Oh,
Not
okay,
that-
so not that we're aware of, but boy, howdy, does it sure feel like it.
I think I would take the minus just in case
Yeah.
Jill or Jessa fall out of line.
Jill, Jessa, this Madrigal lady.
Yeah, I would say that they
Um,
are friction points. So I'd say the -1.
Yep. 2 dice. Are there any other factors that affect the mission?
In a positive way, no.
Or negative?
No.
Boy, howdy, it sure is awkward when the person that Dead Zone is training is currently dating the captain of your subordinates. Sure is weird how that triangle happens.
I
Are
would
you
say
using
that
are you using the word dating? Is that what are you putting a label on it now?
I'm
Is
not
it
putting a
you-
label on it.
Um,
There is a triangle here, but it's not all dating.
I just very easy to say that when she's not in the room. I see how it is.
I would say that there's not any beyond what we've already put down. I feel like everything that Dead Zone has just said is implied in the "is anyone interfering with the mission." I'm saying that
Yeah.
there's no minus dice from exigent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From this high school drama you were all involved in.
Because that's already included in the -1 to "is anyone interfering with the mission."
I think so.
Yeah. If there was a meteor storm that just went over fucking the planet, yes, I would give you the -1 of sure, that makes sense.
No meteor storm. You're fine. Okay, that looks like 2 dice for your engagement roll. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So engagement roll. A player makes a roll on the behalf of the squad and looks at the highest die. On a 1 to 3, the squad's starting position is desperate, 4 to 5 gives them a risky position, and 6 gives a controlled position. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yup.
Let's do it. 2d6. 3!
Let's go.
Desperate position.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Yeah. After determining the engagement roll result, take a short break so the GM can figure out how to start the mission. This seems like a good time to go to the bathroom. Take a little 15-minute break, come back at past.
Okay.
I like how you're like, this is gonna be a short one, possibly, and we're
Short
now.
one.
Yeah.
We've had so much fun role playing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to all the people who came here specifically for like, yeah, they're gonna be in mechs all the time. No.
This sucks. Why can't I be part of a mech game that's about the robots? What do you mean it's about the interpersonal drama?
And the politics of it all.
Unlike other mech actual play podcasts, this one's about the characters.
We'll be back in 15 minutes, folks. See you soon.
See you soon.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cramps in the Pocket, Session 3, The Silent Keep. Our heroes are down a member. Hawk has left them AWOL. The rest of the Huskies have gone off to escort the traitorous Admiral to his tribunal, leaving only Jill Reggs and their newest member, Jessa, behind. But while people are away... Oh, I gotta turn my fan off. While people are away, the war still goes on, and our squad has a mission. They need to get down to Proxus, to the town of Barrage, and make contact with an independent rebel cell assaulting the hegemony forces there, so they can team up to steal information from the hegemony's data vault. To do so, they're going to exploit Jess's connections as a former subject of the House of Lond and try and inspire these rebels to join them. Alright, so to get down to Proxus, you're going to have to suit up in your vassals and head through the atmosphere for this. The green dog, it's not a good idea for them to bring it down to the surface for this mission, because ideally you don't want the hegemony knowing you're there, and a star drive capable ship will make serious atmospheric disruptions. You'll be detected in an instant. But, 5 vassals falling, that could be a meteor shower. And hey, what do you know? There's a meteor shower happening right now.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. So, anything you want to do before you leave the ship?
Not in. That's why we have flashbacks. So I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, no.
Awesome. Great. Yeah. This is Jess's first outing. She has been given a stock Rouse vassal, the same one, or the same make and model that Jill is going to be using. Did we come up with a name for the stock model?
We have not.
Is it like a Mastiff or something?
Yeah, we were calling them Mastiffs, I believe.
The Mastiff is a shorter, squatter vassal compared to the hero vassals you all pilot. But it still packs a punch. For the purposes of this mission, the Huskies are Jill and Jessa, and you can command them as a cohort coyote.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And you're heading out through the meteor shower down to the planet. Does somebody want to make me a roll to lead the group so your vassals have a chance of landing unharmed?
I guess I'll do it.
Who would you say is your best pilot?
there needs to be a discussion had between me and Dead Zone here on that.
If it makes you feel any better, I've got 2 in maneuver.
I have 2 in maneuver.
Wow.
And I have a mobility suit.
My suits, I would have to burn not a quirk. I would have to burn, yeah, it is a quirk. I would have to burn a quirk for it, but like I could roll it, but it'd be the same effect as you, so I'll save it for battle.
I'm sorry. I'm having a glance at everyone's character sheets, and I'm finding it very funny that every member of the team has a 2 in maneuver, except for me, whose mech was specifically described as being lithe and
Light.
fast
Yep,
and
yep.
maneuverability.
Look,
Listen,
it's good at that. How
yeah,
good Cammy is, you know.
she's working on it.
I would say that Dead Zone can roll. Can my mobility suit make me better at, because it's a full flight system.
Mhm.
Like I'm declaring it, right? As part
Yes.
of my vehicle gear.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we didn't declare gear
I'm
scores.
medium.
We'll we'll declare pilot gear when we get down onto the ground.
Okay. But no, as part of my vehicle gear, I'm going to use my mobility suit to make sure that I'm gracefully propelling down to the planet's surface.
Yeah, I'll say that gives you a die to the group roll.
Okay.
To your yeah, because this is basically leading a group action that Dead Zone is doing right here. So I think that means for a group action, every pilot that's involved using the same action, and the group uses the single best result for everyone. The pilot leading the group takes 1 stress for each participant that rolled a 1 to 3 as their best result. So, all 3 of you get to roll 3d6 here. And if you want to, you can roll command as well, Coyote, to conduct the cohort operation.
I'll do that.
Great. You will take 1 stress from that.
Okay, so I'm at 3.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So, yeah, 3d6 4 times. Let me roll this. Okay, so first roll is going to be Dead Zone, the leader.
The leader.
Your best result is a 5. Then
Let's go.
Coyote, the lieutenant. Your best result is a 5.
Nice.
Cammy, the empath.
The most live.
Your
It's
best
a
result is a 6.
Just roll 6s.
And the Toughs, the Huskies, their best result is a 4. So, you take no extra strain, Dead Zone, leading that group maneuver, even though it's Cammy who holds everybody together, using your Esper abilities to make people move out of the way of meteors, dodging away from the fiery wreckage. And, you know, there is pretty good shielding on the vassals, but you do feel the heat of re-entry as you streak across the sky. Before crashing down into the forest, where you got a 6. All 5 of you are unharmed.
Hooray!
Yay!
Hooray!
Yay.
And yeah, that was with a desperate position, so you did pretty good there. I really wanted one of those meteors to hit you, but, you know. We live.
It's too good. Sorry.
Yeah, so 5 vassals deep in the dark forest around the town of Barrage. You can see on your little GPSs that are built into the vassals, you got a few miles trek to the town. If you had landed any closer, you know, you probably would have been spotted. What's the plan?
What's the plan?
Park our vassals here. And then I assume just trek into town.
All in favor?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. That sounds good.
All right. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, you leave your vassals here. Are you gonna, all 5 of you leave them here? You gonna leave anybody to guard them?
you just hear me click on the giant big red button, and it just beeps twice. We're good.
Beep, beep. Yeah, you got locked up.
I mean, the problem is that like I have to go with the squad as commanding officer.
Absolutely.
Dead Zone has to go.
Mm-hmm.
Jessa and Jill probably going at this point. Symbolist is really the only one that could stand by. And I don't think Symbolist is standing by with just one mobile vessel.
Not to mention, she is the Esper of the group, and I feel like that might be useful to have in this position.
We don't plan on getting into vassal conflict. We're not escalating it. So bringing the vassals closer would be an escalation of conflict.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're leaving them there, and you're not leaving Jill behind to guard them.
No.
Great. All 5 of you are going. This would be a great time to declare load. How much are y'all carrying? If you are unaware, there is no traditional inventory system in Beam Saber. The pilots declare the load that they go out with, and this determines how many items they can procure on mission to help with them. If they go with light, they are dressed very light, as if they were a normal person, but they can only pull 3 things. If they wear medium, they look like they're getting ready to do a job. They are dressed a little more, heavily. They can pull out 5 things. If they go heavy, it is clear they are looking for a fight or going to be involved in some sort of combat. But they can pull out 6 things. So let's go down the line. Dead Zone, go ahead. Tell me what your load is.
There is a part of me that wants to go heavy, but I don't want to alert anyone since we're going into a lower income area. So I'm going to go with medium.
Got it. Symbolist?
Yeah, I mean, are we gonna? I suppose a bit of a meta-gamey question. Apologies. Are we gonna be redeploying during the second part? When
no, your gear will have to cover for this and the raid on the Silent Keep.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So in that case, I'm going with heavy.
But I'm thinking about like, if we're gonna meet these hedonists, if we roll up dressed in armor, we're gonna be,
As I was told, I am dressed as the knight errant to a princess.
I'd say if you go in light, you could probably procure things during the gala. But if you're medium or heavy, you would be without your equipment. During the gala, you would have to change into some kind of fine costume.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna roll light. I'm gonna be playing it cool. This mission.
Great.
I think.
Heavy for Dead Zone, light for Symbolist, Coyote.
I think I'm gonna go with medium.
Wonderful.
All every aspect of the spectrum being covered.
Exactly. This is wonderful. Nobody has to share. That's great playing with 3 people. This specific thing can be done. I do miss Dick, though.
Oh, Dick, please. I hope things get better soon, Dick.
Dick,
please be okay.
No, I was wrong. I messed up, and now you're gone.
Yeah, so you are heading into town during the break of dawn. I'd say you arrive there. So you're getting in around the same time as people who might be living on the outskirts, traveling into work. You're able to blend into the crowd. The 5 of you move in. What's happening? What are you doing?
Well, I guess best case scenario here is following Jessa's lead on. Does she know where these people who might be what is the proper term for this? freedom
Where the
fighters.
resistance is?
Yeah, where freedom fighters might be gathering. I'm not saying where they are exactly, but where would people go if they wanted to wait for dissidents of the current, leading people to be? Where would they gather?
You want to ask her?
Yeah.
Jessa goes, if they're running the same hit and run tactics, then we wait for a hegemony convoy to roll through, presumably with some sort of data shipment or supplies or something, and they'll be on it.
All right, let's lie in wait then. Let's prepare.
Yeah, if we head to the other side of town, we can see the airbase, and that's where the main contact comes in. They gotta transport everything from the airbase up to the keep.
All right.
Hell yeah. Yeah. You're moving through the town. You can see that, yes, this place sucks. These prefab buildings might have only been put here 3 years ago, but they already look run down. Metal is rusting. Plastic is chipping away. There has been no upkeep done here, where there might have been roads once have turned into basically muddy rivers that begin flowing through the streets as it starts to rain. People, gathered in ponchos, moving around. You can see various people making, deals, and as you walk past a bar, somebody is openly snorting something from the bar top. You get around to the airbase, and you can see this is where the hegemony forces are. They basically stand guard outside the airbase in their thick armor that is white and red. You can see that a cargo ship is coming in to land in one of the air bases. What's it called? The square that stuff lands on.
Landing pad?
Landing pad! Thank you. Yeah. Cargo ship coming down onto the pad, and you can see that a truck is rolling down from the keep. Rolling down a winding road that goes up to the top of the bluff. Looks like they're going to collect some supplies. Would any of you like to make a roll? Would any of you like to do anything?
Can I start basically keeping post as we walk, as I'm trying to specifically look for anyone who looks at us for a little bit too long, whether that be because they are wanting to potentially rob us for more stuff that they can stick up their noses, or someone that seems to have a little bit too much interest.
Sure, yeah. What role do you want to make for that?
I would be surveying the area.
Great, cool.
Wait, we rolled a desperate action, all of us, didn't we?
Yes. The
Yes.
group roll.
Don't
So you can all
forget
mark
to-
XP for that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Do I mark 2?
No, you
Because I
only
did the
mark one
command
from that.
and the okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just call it 1.
Okay.
How many dice do you have for survey?
It is unfortunately the 1, and then I also remembered that I should be rolling -1 die because I'm injured.
Great! 0 dice, which means I roll 2d6 and take the lowest. You're in a risky position with limited effect. Wow,
Ooh.
the lowest is 1.
Ooh.
Oh,
The wonderful thing about this is it makes it really easy for me, because I just get to say, seems normal. You don't notice anything.
I'm too busy just applying the Zorosian equivalent of icy hot to the pained slip disc area.
Exactly. You're. It's difficult to focus because Jessa keeps trying to intertwine her fingers with yours.
how does Jill feel about that? Does Jill notice?
Jill is purposefully not looking.
God.
Or the poor girl. The poor girl.
You could stop this. Well,
I could.
no, you could prevent this from getting worse.
I do believe that I've already tried not making this worse, Cammy.
The only thing you can do now is make it better for you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Whenever you try and look around, like to survey your environment, it seems Jessa gets in the way. She is intent on getting your attention. She was trying to get it on the hike up here, but you were too professional.
What can I do for you, princess?
Well, Knight Captain, I believe that I injured myself on the walk up here, and I need you to take a look at it.
There is a very, very pregnant pause before Dead Zone answers.
Please don't use pregnant in this context.
There is a very long pause.
Thank you.
As
You bet it is.
Before
Shut up.
there is some time before Dead Zone answers, and it's almost to a degree where it becomes awkward as she regards Jessa. Where were you injured and how? I thought we worked on that in the first week.
I'm pretty sure I twisted my ankle.
Dead Zone kneels down, holding a look on her face that screams, "You, this better not be another one of your jokes." Where specifically am I looking at?
We can't do it here in the street. Come on. She grabs you by the shoulder and drags you over to an alley.
I quickly glance over to the rest of my crew, and it's almost as if there's a plead in her voice, that in her eyes, that she would never say out loud as she's being dragged along.
Well, Symbolist, I don't know how to read eyes, so this is going to have to be a you thing. Never been one of my forte.
Jill is mumbling to herself. She goes, "This is a bad plan. It's a bad plan. Bad plan. It's a bad
Well,
plan."
Jill, if you've got any better ideas while we're here in the city, as I'm looking around trying to keep my eye open, for anybody that might be seeing two of us split off and go after them in the alleyway.
No, looking around, you can see that the cargo ship is currently being unloaded into the truck. And then you hear that there is a commotion going on with some of the hegemony guards at the entrance to the airbase. You're not scheduled for shift today. Come on. I need the credits. I gotta work. Come on, I'm not gonna... I got people to feed. I don't care, you're not scheduled. And you can see that somebody is trying to get into the airbase.
Airbase isn't part of the mission at all, really, as
Nope.
part of what we've scouted out. I guess I would just keep my eye on the kerfuffle that's happening in front of me. But also still remarking to Jill, if Jill's got a better plan, now's the time to speak up about it while we're still, in part one of enacting our plan.
No, Jill is... Are you going to move towards the kerfuffle or just keep an eye on it from here?
I'm going to keep an eye on it from here.
Okay. No, Jill sidles up next to you and says, No better plan, Lieutenant. No better plan.
If it makes you feel better, I didn't feel good about recommending Jessa.
And here we are. Both of us.
This
In her
war
orbit.
Sucks. Yeah.
This war sucks. She reaches out to give you a fist bump.
Yeah, just I'll give her the fist bump, yeah.
You doing anything, Symbolist?
Are you gonna go save Dead Zone?
be really funny
To
if I
not save
interrupted.
Dead Zone.
Well, hang on. We're going two paths diverged in wood.
Telltale end of episode decision.
Oh. I'm fucking imagining the big dramatic, it's like it's one of those ones where you there's no time limit, you choose the left, you choose the right. Oh
Yeah, exactly.
Dead Zone got herself into this mess. She's gotta work it out.
Mm-hmm. Great.
I'm just keeping an eye open. I'm kind of interested in this conversation. Not I'm not necessarily gonna inject myself into it, but I'll listen to what these two are.
Coyote and Jill?
No, the kerfuffle up on the
yeah,
other
the
side.
guard and the guy who's trying to get into the airbase.
Yeah.
The guy trying to get in is like trying to push his way past now, and the Gemini guard is like holding up a baton to like push him back. And he was like, "Don't make me let this get ugly. Come on, mind your own business. Go on your way. You're not scheduled." Looks like it could get heated. So in the alley, Jessa heaves herself up onto a crate, and lifts her foot up towards Dead Zone and goes, "Take my boot off?"
There is a look that could peel paint off the walls as Dead Zone stares at the surprisingly laced up boot. I swear you have better not have made this into some sort of joke. And she starts unlacing this boot to remove it. And what does she see once the boot has removed? Actually, I'm going to pause right here. I had heard a very interesting fact about this, and I feel like it's an appropriate time. You can cut this out of the editor's note. You can cut this out if you want. I found out very recently that that there's a neuron that controls your motor functions from birth. And it sits very, very closely to the neuron length for pleasure. And that when those get crossed, that's how you get people who are enjoying feet stuff. And I feel like this is what that scene's turning into. I just wanted to point that out as Dead Zone pulls off this boot to reveal whether or not Jessa is actually sprained her foot.
You can let things sit as they are. You don't have to psychoanalyze. You don't have to psychosexual analyze the scene as it's going on. That's an exercise for the reader. You
That's
know?
a coyote thing.
No. Literacy has gone. Sometimes you gotta beat the reader with the message.
Look, okay, we can talk about the subtext all day, but you've got a foot kink scene to play out.
And let me tell you, this little piggy wants to go to the market. I'm trying to
you can see there is signs of bruising.
What happened? How did you wait? Okay, you're not joking. I'm going to.
I wouldn't joke. I said I'd be good.
You did say you were going to be good. And you have been good.
What?
And I just wanted to know that this wasn't a reason for you to pull me away on your own. And she says this as she's pulling out. I don't know if I have to declare this, but effectively, like, she's gonna field wrap a bandage around her ankle.
That's fine. You don't have to declare that. This can just be a tender moment between you two.
You got to call it tender.
Because her ankle hurts. It's tender.
I swear this is going to lead to... You know what? I'm going to actually roleplay this out.
Awesome.
As she's finishing up, she looks back. Dead Zone looks back up to Jessa. How'd this happen? We went over... We both know that you are very good at... Let's call it acrobatics and keeping yourself balanced. Wait. Pause. Time out.
Okay, you were talking.
No, because I just remembered something. What foot?
Oh, you're right.
What foot?
She has blades, of course.
She has
What am I doing?
blades.
Uh-oh.
What foot?
Cut all of
We
this.
gotta-
What am I
we gotta
doing?
we gotta rewrite the whole segment.
Cut all of this.
Hold on,
Okay.
rewind. It's Coyote with a boot on your shoulder. Hey.
Oh, what am I doing? Yeah.
I'm literally remembering the session where I'm
Yeah.
just like, no, she
You
has
pull-
blades for feet.
Yeah.
You've bamboozled me yet again, DM.
This is what I get for trying to hide my
It's
fetish
too-
inside the game.
It's too
Ah.
hot. It's too hot out here. We're all forgetting everything.
It's so hot. We'll call it.
Damn
we'll
you,
call it.
DM! You've given me the spicy keychains. Your own fucking player again.
Okay. Jessa pulled you away because of a sprained shoulder, let's say, and carrying gear up here. And she is lying on a crate, and she has asked you to take her top off.
Gingerly, she
Actually,
is
your feet
removing...
look really terrible today, darling. Let me see your ankle.
Darling, your feet are so sharp and metallic.
The scene's been going on for like 15 minutes. I can't cut it out for my to
sorry.
save face. No, I'm sorry for getting that wrong. I've got
And you said
pictures
this
of
would be
her
a-
up here.
And this would be a short session.
Okay, so excuse me, let me not insert myself into the seat. Dead Zone has gingerly peeled off this top and begin checking the shoulder, making sure it's not dislocated. And if it's not, she would then, bandage it up. And then also take Jessa's pack.
Yeah. Jessa's pack seems quite heavy for what you thought should have been packed in there. But she doesn't notice you take it. She is just happy to be getting your hands on her. She goes, yeah, a little higher. I think it's just that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Keep rubbing.
Why? Okay, let's... Jessa, princess, why is your bag so heavy?
She turns around, her eyes wide, having been caught in something, and she goes, "It's not."
Dead Zone takes the palm of her hand and presses firmly on the spot.
Ah!
That is this... I thought you said you were going to be good.
I am being good. I am. It's to help.
Help with what?
I thought thought it might help sell it.
Sell what?
Just don't be mad. I'm being good. I'm being good. It helps. It'll help sell me as the princess.
Dead Zone goes and moves to open the pack and look at what Jessa has brought. Gingerly, mind you, because she's thinking that it may be explosive.
No, you push past what could be a grenade to a ornate wooden box.
this okay. Is this what I think it is? And what I think it is something that sure would be very awkward for someone who's not royalty to have. Normally, they don't allow this kind of metal in the hands of the non-royals. As she shakes the box without opening it.
Yeah, you can hear a gentle thump, but it's probably just something hitting the lid. As you can tell whatever is packed in there securely. It's yes. It's yes. Non-royals aren't meant to have that, but the house is gone, isn't it? There's no rules anymore.
Okay. So I'm not going to get mad about this. I know I have every right to be mad. But instead, we are going to sit here and we are going to get you bandaged up. I am going to be carrying your pack. And we tell no one that you have it yet.
It'll be our secret.
Don't call it our secret. I'm pretty sure Jill's still mad at me.
Let her be mad.
Why are you making her so mad, by the way?
She looks away. She doesn't want to talk about this.
You know, this would be a lot easier. You just both made up. Why am I the one doing your bandage? You know what? Whatever.
Oh my god, Captain, you're playing the role.
I'm going to need so much vacation after this. I'm going to need vacation time. Yep.
Where are we
making a
going?
mental note. Oh, no. You can do what you did with Jill. That doesn't fly here. I am going on vacation. You are going to do whatever it is that
There's an
you
explosion. Back with Coyote and Symbolist, as you are watching the kerfuffle at the gates. The hegemony guard pushes the guy who's trying to get into the airbase away so the cargo truck can move through. And you can see as the hegemony guard is distracted, somebody slips in behind him.
Ooh. Exciting.
Guard, there's somebody slipping in behind you.
Oh no.
No, I'm not gonna call that out. I have a funny feeling that a foot fetish scene is happening behind us. So I guess we'll just continue watching this kerfuffle.
My kink senses are tingling.
I'm an empath too.
Actually, I don't think it's feet related anymore.
Shoulder blades. Well, I guess we're gonna just I guess do. So we now know somebody slipped into the airfield section of the. What is the guard like? What truck is the truck coming through yet?
The truck has gone past. That's why the hegemony guard pushed the other guy away. It's as the truck is like moving through that this guy slips into the airbase.
Gotcha. And it's the same guy that was distracting him.
No,
Or is it
different
a
guy.
different person?
It was a different guy.
Okay. Well, I guess obviously they're working in tandem here. Is that guy that was asking for the extra shift walking away now?
Nope. Still talking to the guard, trying to convince him.
Gotcha. I guess we just keep watch while we wait for Dead Zone to, fix up. I guess keeping an eye on the truck too.
Yeah.
I guess one of us goes after the truck and then the other two stay with, Dead Zone and Jessa in the alley. Kissing.
Oh, no. as soon as the explosion happens, there is
The explosion has not happened yet.
This is a
dialogue.
little
Before.
before the explosion.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we're in mid dialogue.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to follow after the truck with Jill, and we'll leave
Okay.
Symbolist here.
Yeah,
as
okay.
the-
I'll
yeah.
keep surveying. I'll keep
Yeah,
surveying,
I think,
seeing if
I
there's
think that's the
anything
plan.
anything else
Because we were
coming up.
told by Jessa that they hit the trucks. Like they go for the trucks. So I think
Yeah.
keeping the eye on the main like vehicle is the plan right now.
Awesome. Yeah. You two tail the truck. It isn't moving particularly quickly through these muddy roads, so you're able to keep pace with it. It's gone down a street or two before you hear the explosion as well. Symbolist, you can see that this person has like raced across the airbase, and they throw a grenade inside the cargo ship for sprinting away.
Okay. Can I brace for impact? Or like take cover behind something? If like
Yeah, absolutely. You slip into, I guess, the alley, the dead zone Jessa were in. As the cargo ship in the airbase explodes. The engines must have been ruptured or something, and it just woof becomes a fireball. A little wreckage raining down around the airbase, but mainly it causes the hegemony guards in town to start running towards the airbase. The truck has come to a halt as the driver pokes his head out the window to try and look at what's happening in the airbase. And Coyote, it's now that the truck has stopped, you can see people in the crowd are pulling back ponchos to reveal guns.
Well, I mean, escalation of force here. I'm not going to pull out my gun because this isn't my business. So I guess I'll just keep my hand to the side and continue surveilling. What I'll do instead is I am going to... These are big shacks, right?
Yeah. Basically made
How
from
easy would it be to
corrugated
climb on
iron.
top of them and follow from above?
That's fine. You would be able to.
Yeah.
You don't need to make a roll for that, especially
Okay,
if you
I
have
was
Jill
gonna-
boost you up.
Yeah, and then I pull up Jill.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be a
That's
little
what we'll do.
precarious Wookiee on them, but
Oh,
you
for
get a
sure.
little height as you watch half a dozen people move out from the crowd. One hefts a gun up at the driver, as his partner in the side seat tries to call for somebody on the radio. You see a shot fly through the side window, hit him in the head, and they slump down. And you hear somebody holding one of the guns go, "If you know what's good for you, you're gonna leave the truck there. Get moving." And the driver slowly starts opening the door. Meanwhile, Symbolist, the explosion has hegemony guards running past your alley. What are you doing? You can see Dead Zone is there holding Jessa's pack. Jessa is only in her bra.
I'm sorry. There was somebody threw a grenade. I just needed to take cover. I'm gonna. Okay, listen. The hegemony they're all lighting up out there. They're running around. If we want to make a maneuver, this seems like as good a chance as we're gonna get.
Are we
You
going
can look in
above
the
them?
you can look me in the eyes when you talk to me, Cammy.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry, Jessa. I
Don't apologize to her. She's the problem.
She
No,
grins at that.
It's no. I was being rude. I have to. I'm sorry.
Don't be jealous, Dead Zone. She's allowed to look at my tits. Come on, let's get moving.
I do.
Me too, Dead Zone. Me too.
You're Dead Zone?
Or me too, Cammy. Me too.
Okay.
We're all
think
flubbing
both-
tonight.
Yeah, I think both Dead Zone and myself are both like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, Jessa gets her shirt back on. And the three of you are moving out of the alley.
Yeah, seeing if so there's hegemony. Are they like posting up? Are they drawing weapons? What are they?
Yeah, it looks like that most of them are running into the airbase to try and find what's going on, but a few are, heading to the airbase gate, pulling out their own rifles, and gesturing for people to move back.
Okay. How do you want to play this?
I would rather that we not go as loud as I would like to. So probably stealthy drops if we can.
Like drops, like dropping the hegemony guards.
No, as in like drops to where we need to go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're
Getting
not
away from
trying
the
to,
action.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
trying to get involved in this. We have
Okay.
other problems to get a hold of.
Okay.
Great. Yeah. This feels like a prowl or a
On the prowl.
yeah. I think it could only be prowl. So
Yeah.
if one of you wants to make a roll.
Can we have? I would politely ask that can we make the roll, because I have 0 in prowl, a -1 to rolls, and I'm currently fireman carrying Jessa.
Wow.
Or not fireman, like
Still?
Princess carrying?
yeah, princess carrying.
Her feet
Okay.
are okay.
Her feet's
Her
fine.
shoulder.
Her shoulder's the problem. Unless you just want to
I-
carry her. You just
At
want
this
to hold.
point-
You just
At this
wanna-
point, we are trying to keep the ball rolling.
Okay. All right. Well, I also have a 0 in prowl, but I'll do it. I'm not scared.
Jessa says, "Hey, I can help. I can give you a die."
Okay. All right. I'll gladly take it.
Yeah, if Jessa is being carried, she is going to go, please, move out of the way. I'm injured. I think I was shot. Please. As a way to try and get people to clear away from you.
Can I help her by hiding? And this is gonna sound horrible. Can I help her by hiding her legs?
Oh my god. Where are
We're
you
trying to
hiding
sell
them?
this in the various packs that I'm wearing, apparently.
I'll allow it because you went heavy.
Or heavy.
Yeah. You pop her legs out, and yeah. Great. You have 1 die for this roll. For this
Awesome.
prowl.
Great.
So
Let's
yeah.
Go for it.
Risky standard, I think.
Risky standard.
6. Oh my god,
Whoa!
it works perfectly. People hear her voice and they want to listen to her. That's the thing about Jessa. She can command a room.
Sure can.
And yeah, you're able to get away from the scene before you hear somebody shoot up into the air. It's probably a good idea you left. Back at the truck, Coyote, are you doing anything as the Resistance try and are commandeering this thing?
No, I'm just gonna be on Overwatch. I'm just gonna
Okay.
watch,
Great.
see if any hegemony arrive.
Yeah, you can see the hegemony driver backing up as one of the people holding him up, pushes a gun on him, and as he is 6-7 feet away from the vehicle, he shoves the Resistance member away and grabs his walkie-talkie and goes, "They're on the truck! They're attacking the truck!" before he's gunned down.
Oh.
I guess I'm gonna announce my presence now and be like, sounds like you guys need some assistance with offloading this,
Are you standing on top of the roof?
Yeah.
Do you have like a cloak that you've been wearing
Yes.
to stay inconspicuous and it's billowing
Yes.
in the wind and the rain?
Yes. Yes.
It's raining, but you know when it's like grey, but you can still see the sun as like a disc in the sky. That's behind you right now, vaguely silhouetting you as you announce yourselves.
And with this announcement, I'm gonna say that this is a heart-to-heart.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna help them get into hiding from this, right?
Mhm.
Like, clearly they're now gonna be hunted down for the supplies that they're taking. The Rouse forces are willing to help them. Like, it's going to be an exchange of services in that sense, right? And I'm
Yeah.
going to do everything in my power to help them, and I hope that they will help me the same.
Great. Yeah, that sounds good to me. You want to make a roll for this?
There is no roll.
No roll for Heart to Heart?
No, you are all emotionally invested in the deal. If either party or their squad breaks the agreement, the negotiator takes level 3 harm despondent. It is just when you make the weight of an arrangement clear to your opposite and both agree to terms. So they have to agree to it. So I'm going to say, like, both of us hate the hegemony. I want you to get your supplies and your whatever you've got from this truck out of here without the loss of innocent lives. Because the hegemony isn't innocent, is how I'm going to make the weight of the arrangement clear. But we want information for helping you out of this. We have resources, we have weapons. We're willing to fight back with you, but we want to get you to safety first, and then you'll give us information for helping you.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the example of play here, and this is done with a roll in the example of play.
It doesn't say in the book that heart to heart needs to be a roll.
No. But I think heart to heart affects, like, you know, it's there when you. It's going to be the consequences of doing this. I don't know if it automatically lets you make the arrangement.
I'll still consort then with them.
Great, yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to say that they're looking pretty desperate right now. And you announcing yourself from this, like, vantage point. Yeah. Exactly. I'm going to give you an extra die here.
Okay, so then it should be like 2.
Yeah, 2d6. Great. And...
Watch this, guys. 1-1. They start shooting at me. They kill
I believe it, you buddy.
It's...
Leave.
I'm gonna say it is risky, but you're gonna act with greater effect here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 2d6. 6. There you go. Success. You look down at them at this point, and as they look up at you, some of their hoods come down, and you can see these people are tired and injured, and like they have these patchy beards and these dark rings under their eyes, and they go, "Yeah, enemy of my enemy and all that.
Yeah.
Come on, we're unloading the truck and we're scattering."
Understood. Do you have a communication thing so that I can get back into contact with you?
They, as you make your way down to the truck, one of them reaches under their cloak and tosses you their pager.
Awesome.
You take your stuff, you hide. We'll tell you where to drop it.
Sounds good.
Sounds
all right,
good.
Jill, let's offload.
Yeah, between you were able to grab 2 like small like lockers, like foot lockers. And yeah, I'm gonna say with your 6, you're able to do it before hegemony reinforcements show up.
I guess I'm gonna radio to the team that we're heading out towards the outskirts to hide.
Yeah.
Probably near like the forest line.
I know you have a pager. Does anybody else have a pager? Like, obviously you can talk when you're in your vassals, but...
Yes, I always bring a pager with me.
Okay, great. Then, yeah, you're able to coordinate an exit. You 3 are able to sneak away from the airbase, and Coyote and Jill take your footlockers out to the town's edge, to the tree line. It is still raining. The rain has only gotten harder now. It has turned the dirt and ground outside of the town to mud, and you are slopping through it as you reach the tree line together. Coyote and Jill, I'm going to say you get there after Dead Zone, Symbolist, and Jessa. And Jessa, in Dead Zone's arms, goes, "Can I have my legs back?"
Absolutely.
You took her legs?
We needed a reasonable, a believable story, and most people tend to believe someone is injured when they are missing a limb. Sorry, Jessa. And
I think she's getting back at me for disarming her during one of our training sessions.
Oh, that would do it. Anyway, we've got a job.
we have a job.
Jill
And now we're Yeah.
is fuming but not saying anything. You got your 2 footlockers. You got them off the truck. You are waiting
Just waiting for
for
the delivery.
contact. Yeah.
Yep.
You want to do anything while you wait?
Please, I insist.
I mean, I guess we're gonna just try and keep it in the shade so that if these footlockers aren't watertight,
Mhm.
they're not, getting soiled by the rain.
Yeah. You're able to throw like a poncho
Like a
over
tarp.
them. Yeah, you've got a waterproof that can cover the 2 of them. They're not that big. Yeah. Anything you want to do while you're waiting? Any of you?
So what was the explosion as I sit on my footlocker and kick my feet?
The guy threw a grenade. It was crazy. You should have seen it.
Yeah, I definitely say, from my perspective, these rebels are definitely willing to fight back. They executed 2 hegemony like that. Just
They're out here.
instantly.
They're out here rebelling with a capital R.
You dare I say it? Double F, freedom fighting.
So
What
what's
you
the
do? This is definitely a smoke break opportunity for Coyote. He is just sitting on his box making these jokes and smoking. Because he likes keeping the air jovial when they're not doing an active mission.
Yeah, that's good. Did you want to say something, Dead Zone?
Did you said you managed to get in contact with them, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Great. While you
Got
2
the
are talking
pager.
about this, Cammy, you hear Jill say, "Jessa, can I talk to you?" And Jessa and her go off deeper into the woods.
I'm going to interject here as a player. This is a me thing, not a campaign thing. No, the girls are fighting.
I'm gonna inject here as definitely a player and not Coyote. Job's done.
Oh God.
Yeah, Dead Zone, you were asking about. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pager.
Yes.
Yeah, just they gave me a pager.
So we're waiting for the drop. Are we sure these are actual rebels and not just?
Let me tell you, they you can ask the drivers of the truck if you don't think that they're actual rebels, because that was pretty quick and efficient. They didn't even give the second guy a chance to reach for the radio. What, like, hegemony losing troops? Pretty actionable offense. I don't think they're really trying to kill each other out here to further serve the rebellion's treachery, trying to sneak an agent in. 2 different people shot 2 different hegemony. Like, it wasn't the same person shooting both of them.
No, that's not the problem. The problem is, how did the people of Barrage learn how to be that efficient?
I mean, like Jessa said, they had that combat arms master, supposedly, right? From the House of Lund.
The God Captain.
The captain. Like, it all makes sense to me so far. Like, it's not like they're learning to do this. They've had multiple years of oppression to work through.
Yeah, I understand that, and I've allegedly been a part of many attempts at rebellion. Normally, you don't get a whole bunch of people who are that professional without the iron boot of the law being very harsh on your neck, and something just stinks about this.
To to be fair to you, it's only 2 people that have held a gun. The rest of them were just there. You know what I mean? Like, you only have to train 2 people out of this group of sympathizers. Beyond the person who threw the grenade and the 2 shooters, none of them are really, like, announcing that they're trained. They're just tired. They're oppressed. They're willing to take whatever chance they can at a happy life. I don't think suspecting them is going to help us at all that much. Sure, it's going to be nice to keep in our mind, but we've still got a job to do ourselves.
I just, you know what?
I agree that they're well trained and they're definitely vicious, but I'd rather have them on our side than against us. And if that means we're doing a job for them, you know, momentarily, just to get information so that we can do our job and leave the planet.
I just wanted to point it out, and I also want to add in, I would want to be very careful with a regime change here, not because I don't believe that they should be oppressed. I just want to make sure that any further groups that ally itself with the Rouse aren't worse than what we would get. I just don't want to install a dictator. I'm concerned. I'm seeing signs of early dictatorship already, and it's rubbing me the wrong way. Don't ask how I know that. I'm legally obligated to lie to you.
Well then, what do you want to do? Do you want to leave Jessa here as acting despot? That seems to be the way this is shaping up.
I don't know yet. I just call it a gut feeling. Just calling it a gut feeling.
I appreciate sharing it. It's just, once again, oppressed people do crazy things. They learn. They adapt. Such as humanity. That's why we took out to the stars in the first place, remember?
We took out to the stars because we kept doing bad regime changes. It just get
once again, we're getting into the politics of, is the current regime really doing that much? You know what I mean? Like, like we're just gonna keep going in circles of, hey man, the oppressed are the oppressed for a reason.
No, I get.
Yeah, like
the pager goes off.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Well, looks like
Are you
it's
gonna
time
answer?
for our delivery.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a pager. They're just giving us the location.
I mean, I didn't know if they were paging you or if they were expecting to talk to you.
Pagers don't have voice features.
Our pagers have voice features. That's how we make calls.
If you
put our
plug a
headsets.
plug a little headset in.
The rebellion doesn't. How do I know that this is, you know, that they have the fancy headset version?
That's what I'm asking you. You're the one with the pager. Do you see the port for it?
No, okay, so like if you look at the underside, there'll be a light that's flashing if you can plug in for the call, right? Okay, so then if that it says is the light flashing? So and then you gotta hold the button. You hold the button down, right? And then you plug in the headset.
Is it just me?
You're the one with the pager.
No. Was Kian roboting for anybody else?
Kian was fine.
No. Kian was
Okay,
fine.
so then it was just me. That's why I was like not responding.
Okay.
Because all I heard was
Oh,
and I was like, that's why I was like, hey guys, I'd love to hear this human conversation that both of us are having. Yeah, I'd like to check out the pager. Is it one of the ones that they want me to call in?
This thing's a piece of shit.
That's what I and they say that I don't know the regime.
It is a set of coordinates on the display, and that's all you get.
All right. Time to navigate.
Yeah, looks like it's deeper into the forest.
Understood. Let's go deeper into the forest. How's the war effort going?
Into the woods
With Jessa and Jill.
With the woods we go. Oh wait, yeah,
Into
right.
the
The girls,
woods.
the girls. I forgot.
Here we go, a caroling.
Yeah, who's gonna go look for them?
Symbolist, yes. Symbolist
Yeah,
was the one that went off.
I'll go find them.
Cool.
I mean, I can go
and
with.
Deadzone,
I don't mind.
and Deadzone and Coyote can pick up the footlockers.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Symbolist, you hear like hushed conversation, but as you get closer, it stops.
Girls, I'm really sorry, but we gotta collect the thing that we got the pager. Is everything
Yeah,
okay?
you round a tree and you see both of their tops are off right now, and Jill is
Ah.
like got her lips in Jess's neck.
I'm sorry. Just need to. Listen. I'm glad you two are making up, but we do have a mission that we need to be on right now. I'm sorry. I don't want to.
Sorry, sir. Yes, right away. Sorry, Ensign Bachlan. Sorry, Jesser is grinning at you.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah.
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 They both get dressed, and the rest of you trudge off to join Coyote and Detza. And do you say anything as you get back before them?
Yeah, are you gonna tell us that they were fucking?
Excuse me, they weren't fucking. They were pre-fucking.
You can let your mind
Difference.
wander as to what I can say on Twitch and what I can't.
One of them was finding out the color of the other's carpet. Let's just say that.
That's okay.
What a...
Are you a man from the 50s?
I want you to know. I
Such
want you
a
to know.
way with words.
I immediately thought of the cow and chicken bit. The lesbian bikers came in, and they were called the Carpet Munchers.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
here we go. Here's what I'm pulling.
good times.
Yeah, they're getting along fine around there.
They're getting along fine around there. That can only mean one thing. Points to my ring finger. Like, are they?
Is Coyote married?
What if this is the entire plot to reveal that I'm married to Rampart?
Not my lady Tina!
I hope you've told Rampart.
That would be really funny. No, I am married, but that's part of my tragic backstory that I won't reveal yet.
Oh, we've just
still
seen
wear
the
the
ring.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, I still wear the ring.
Wow,
Yeah.
exciting! Oh my god. Yeah, you trudge through the woods until basically you see like what amounts to like a shed up ahead. It's
awesome.
Yeah, there is like a fire outside of it happening in like a barrel, and you can see two guards with rifles standing outside. Because of the light of the fire, they haven't spotted you yet.
Dude, somebody else has to hail them, because if you let me, Coyote, hail them, it's about to be the worst thing they're about to experience in their lives.
That's great, you do it.
Whoa! That's incredible.
Hegemony hovercraft, get down! And they both dive for the dirt.
I'm just kidding, guys. We've got your supplies, and then I'm gonna like shunt the locker in front of me.
Yeah, you drop it on the ground and mud sprays onto one of the guns. The other one you recognize from the truck heist, you could generously call it. And they look up at you and they go, "Oh my god, thank you. We were worried that you'd just take off. Oh wow, the locks are still on. You didn't even look at what's inside."
No, we had a deal.
Great, good. Well, head inside. Boss is waiting for you. We got food if you want it. Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Imagine, imagine if we'd been
Painted
tricked
it.
if and like the thing we were carrying around was actually detrimental to our own health. Imagine that. That would have been crazy.
The bomb goes off.
No!
I think if anybody made you transport a package without telling you what it was, that would be That would be ludicrous. That would be really
Yeah.
mean.
That would be almost in reads my rule book here. Almost if they are emotionally invested in the deal to not tell us that there's a bomb in there.
So the 5 of you head inside the shed?
Yep.
Yep.
Right. As you do, Jessa is wearing the waterproof that was covering the footlockers earlier, and she has the hood up, so she is not.
Yeah, she's keeping her identity
Recognizable.
hidden.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you head inside, and you can see, like, standing around a table are a few of the rebels you saw from earlier, and a very tall woman. She's like 2 meters tall. She is pretty buff. She has tan skin. You can see her black hair is done in a braid down her back. And she is wearing a flight suit with the House of Lawns falcon stitched onto one shoulder. She looks up and you can see she has pretty dark rings under her eyes as well. And she says, "You're our heroes today?"
Think so.
Definitely today. Liberators
appreciate
tomorrow.
Aren't we all? I appreciate it. I'm Madrigal.
I'm Coyote. And
She
I'm
holds
gonna
out a hand
wave.
for you to shake.
I shake it. I will let her grip overpower mine.
Oh, such a gentleman.
It does pretty easily. You
Yeah.
can, but you can feel that it is because her arm is cybernetic.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. And she looks you up and down, and she goes, "So what are you, new recruits?"
We're actually Rouse. We're here to take the Silent Keep.
Her face falls, and then she bursts out laughing at you. Right. The 5 of you. Coming for the keep.
Yeah, why not?
Good intel in there.
I've spent 3 years trying to find a way back into that place. And you think you're going to come down here and solve all my problems?
Not by ourselves. Now you have 5 willing and highly trained soldiers with their own vassals.
How do I know you're not hegemony?
Ooh, you know what? That's when I rip off the cloak and I'm wearing the outfit of the fucking Rouse. I'm wearing my formal outfit with the stripes and everything. With I think hegemony would be caught dead in this.
Yeah. Madrigal rolls her eyes and she goes, "Right, okay. Well," and she snaps her fingers, and 2 of the rebels leave the room. "I like the outfit, really. It's you shine the pips yourself?"
Believe it or not, it comes pre-shined these days.
Luxury. Sounds nice for you. Come on, let's talk. We're getting out of here anyway. And she pushes the table aside that she was gathered around with the other rebels, and she gestures for all of you to leave the shed.
All right.
Yeah. What do you...
My bad feeling alert's still going off. I'm 10 toes in, standing on business, looking around.
Yeah, it just looks like a normal shed, a couple of boxes in there. They seem to have like a map on the table, but nothing crazy. The 2 rebels left the shed when she signaled them to. The role here, it just seems, a place to hunker down during the rain, which has now stopped.
Does she seem frustrated about the current predicament?
She's definitely
Like
not
Rouse.
happy. She definitely doesn't seem happy to see Rouse.
All right, that's all I got. I'm just gonna follow along.
You can be alert if you want to. I'm not saying don't be a quick draw. I'm just saying respond to force with force that's given to us. If we're the aggressors, we're dickheads.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't trying to imply out of character. I wasn't trying to imply I was gonna have her show up with force. It's just she got a bad her tummy hurt. Her
No, I
tummy
agree.
hurt.
Listen, Tommy also grumbling, but once again, like
I think you
as
two need
acting,
to eat.
yeah, as acting lieutenant, I got to be kind of above board with this and keep things, somewhat manageable.
Yeah. You all leave the shed, and she, follows you. Leaves the door open though as she goes to grab one of the logs that's burning in the barrel outside, and she chucks it behind her inside the shed. And you
To
watch
burn it
as
down?
things start to catch. Yeah.
Okay.
As
Makes
the
sense.
flames begin to engulf the shed, you can see the other two rebels are coming around the corner, dragging somebody, and they throw them into the mud in front of you. And Mandrigal looks at you, Coyote, and says, "Look, I like the uniform, but you're going to have to prove it. I need you to kill this hegemony." And she leans down and grabs him by the hair and pulls him up, and you see Hawk's face.
No!
I knew it was gonna be Hawk the moment you introduced a fucking traitor.
Yep. Yep.
That's a good
I
title of
didn't.
today's session.
I didn't know. Y'all didn't warn me. This one, I was prepped for everything. I did not think you were gonna put. Leave him alone. You look at me. I'm looking directly in your eyes, Chatter and DM. You better leave him alone. Leave that sweet Hawk alone. He's my goofball. Only I can bully him. Y'all can't.
You have so much more love for Hawk than you do Jessa.
And me.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna do a quick round of end of session XP. This does not count as the actual end of session, but I don't want to forget what XP you got this time. But when we do the next one, next time will be part 2, and we'll do downtime after that.
Okay.
Great. So, XP. Coyote. Playbook XP. Did you address a challenge with coordination or a ruse?
Yes, I want to say I did coordination with the divvying up of roles of who's going to focus on what with the truck. I would say that was a coordination. That's a challenge, right? The truck is getting away while there's.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I would say.
Take 1 XP there. Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
I would say my history I expressed with the ring today.
Yes, I really liked that.
And then struggled because of my belief scars or quirk is going to be next. That's going to be next session.
Oh,
great. Cool.
Foreshadowing.
Take 2 playbook XP. Yeah, actually, well, you could put it in your playbook or in an attribute. Up to you.
I'm going to keep putting it in my playbook because I like the idea of the abilities better than I like the idea of rolling dice.
Sure, great. Dead Zone. Did you express a challenge with piloting or violence?
No, not this session.
I don't know. You guided people through the meteor storm.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did do that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, take an XP in your playbook or attribute.
Yay.
Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
Yes, multiple times actually.
Yeah, I think so.
You take 2 XP if it occurred multiple times, Justin.
Yep,
right?
absolutely. You wanna give us a brief recap of those for the audience?
So for the audience, I've been keeping this close to my chest for several sessions now. Dead Zone worked for intelligence gathering prior to joining the Rouse. That fell through horribly, and she is now working her way with the Rouse on recreating such a network, which is why she's so forward. And anytime she gets like even a whiff of you're hiding something, she pushes until she figures it out.
Hell yeah.
Namely with bullying Jill and you better give me that information. You said you were going to be a good
Jessa.
girl.
Jessa.
Jill. No. No. Listen,
Jessa.
it's time to reveal the truth. I've been bullying Jill the entire session by way of Jessa. This has all been about Jill. I am bullying Jill.
Hey man, whatever you do to get off, I don't care. I'm trying to stop the war.
That'd kill Jessa if she found out though that
Yeah.
you were using her.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing none of us are using her.
Oh no.
Scratches the back of my head.
Did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or quirks? Edson?
I'm here thinking about it because, like,
Okay.
I again, unfortunately, I didn't really feel like any of. I mean, if you want to call having to deal with Jessa a struggle, sure, but I personally don't think that's a struggle. I think that's, quite frankly, that's like in Dead Zone's wheelhouse. It's frustrating, sure, but I don't think it was a struggle.
Okay. Cool. Great. So you get 3 XP in either attributes or playbook.
Finish that playbook. You know you want to finish that playbook.
I've been putting it in attributes this entire time.
You're a fucking fool.
You did remember you rolled a desperate action today as well, so you get 1 more if you haven't already marked it.
I have not marked it.
You mark it in that skills attribute. So that was a maneuver. So you put it into expertise.
Yeah, more robot stuff. We're getting robot stuff.
Everybody puts it in expertise.
Giant robots.
Except Coyote, who puts it in resolve for command.
Yeah, because I was commanding the troops.
Yeah. Kian, Symbolist. Did you address a challenge with understanding or poise?
Did I? I feel like I was a lot in the background today. I was kind of letting everything else. I guess
you did the important information gathering, but I don't think that was understanding or poise.
I'd say that's understanding because you understood what was going on, you bitch.
Yeah, I did. I did piece together what had like effectively. I reverse engineered an important part of Jessa's tragic backstory by feeling. I literally understood it by having it play out in front of me.
I think that Farsight would also I would consider that understanding because like we talked about it enough that's like, hey, we need to get you into the zone of like what happened during the conflict.
Yeah, go ahead, take 1 XP. Okay. Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
Was I? No, I don't think I really did.
Okay.
Did I?
Did you? History and you talked a bit about your struggle as an artist, like between sessions.
Yeah. I did, yeah.
I'll give you that.
Okay, you're so kind.
I'm gonna say it left you off balance, which is why maybe you were more ready to let other people handle the social issues happening.
Yeah.
To put it kindly. And you struggled because of your beliefs, scars, or quirks.
Despite Kian being the one suggesting the whole princess plan, Cammy feels very opposed to this. Having my cake and eating it in terms of role playing.
Awesome.
That it feels terrible that we're bringing her back to this place that she tried so hard to leave. But if you feel like I didn't represent that enough in the role play, that's also I also get that.
I'll give you the dice. Who cares? Take the XP.
Okay. Yeah.
That was honestly, you coming up with that plan was like a high point of the session for me. I was like, this is gonna be so good. I can't wait for it to pay off next time. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, cool. So, epilogue time. everybody go around, say something somebody else did that you really liked. Who wants to go first?
I really liked Dead Zone this session. Dead Zone has become quite a capable character that I, the player, would trust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I think it's really good. I think whatever I throw at you, B, with Jessa, you've been really good about.
Except for the whole feet thing,
Yeah, well, I fucked that.
No. Counterpoint. You remembering that she doesn't have feet
Yeah, you
is
saved
more
it.
than the DM did.
You should be DMing this game. Let's
Let's not go that far.
I'm just saying that was crazy to like pull out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm actually trying very hard not to blush at that compliment. I think for me, you both had a scene specifically. Bluto, your conversation with Jill and then Jessa. If I could,
I'm kind of a dickhead when it comes down to leadership.
it's so good. Just for peeling behind the curtains, one of the things that I always ask for out of our campaigns is interpersonal conflicts, and every time you just so delicious. So delicious. Also Kian's reaction to the dream state. Listen, there's not many things that I love in this world. I definitely love Kian. I love Kian's brain, and I love Kian's reactions to like her the ephemeral stuff that Cammy can do, and how you weave that through into your language and how you respond with it. Just putting it all in my mouth. I'm just taking I'm putting the board and I'm shoving it into my mouth. It's delicious.
One thing I loved is Coyote being like, "Oh, I'm just gonna stay by and do nothing." And then the moment an opportunity arises, he immediately starts playing the hero, he does this big dramatic cape movement helping out the rebels. Instantly just immediately 180 changing his tone and like, oh, I gotta help these kids out. I gotta help them out.
And then pulling your cloak off in the meeting to show off your pristine uniform.
Yeah, absolutely. Playing it twice. Oh, great. Wonderful.
Dude, it's becoming pretty cool. I kind of wish I had taken the red comet thing, because that would have been awesome.
Take it. Please,
I've already taken heart to heart, and I'm playing to heart for the rest of my life.
I'm not saying you have to.
Maybe
take
next
it
time
now.
it comes around when I get the playbook, I could pull into the red comet.
Could do it.
That's what I'm saying. Please take it. You don't have to take it now, but you can please take it.
But you're an ace. You gotta go for it.
And I'm about to spec into soldier.
And I'm about to Jake. Okay. Honestly, I hate to say it, and I mean this with my entire heart. I hate that I actually like Jessa.
Let's go! Let's go!
She is so good. Oh, she is so good. Listen, me, the player, I have been living for having to pretend the entire time that I hate Jessa. Meanwhile, I'm just like, oh, she's my favorite kind of nutty. Oh, like, come here. Oh, on the forehead.
I want you to know, the moment she became plot relevant, I was like, oh, dude, no wonder she knows how to fucking run vassals. No wonder she knows she's heir apparent. Like, I'm sitting there fucking biting my handkerchief like, I hate her.
I'd love to get all of y'all's thoughts on what she is.
Oh, like separate? I want to do it secretly. I don't think that we should all say it. I think that should be a secret submission thing, and you choose the best one.
I choose, as if I don't have this written down.
Okay, well, you never know how long this session and the next session is going to take.
That's true. That's true. The doing the flashback was fun because that is the story I'm writing, so it is in my
Yay!
head. It was
Yay!
ready to go.
Hell yeah.
So you'll see the full thing of that at some point. Yeah, really good session. I know it was just like part one, but I had a really good time.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Next time, the assault, the return of Hawk, Jess's identity revealed? Question mark.
Why did you
Um,
say that like a Pokemon episode, like introduction?
You know, will Jessa survive?
I think everyone is gonna unsubscribe if you kill Jessa, so be careful.
You have to understand something. Is acting Lieutenant Coyote willing to murder a former crewmate? This alliance, this shaky alliance together.
We get Dick in the next session, and you just shoot him in the head.
You just shoot him immediately. All right, Dick, roll up a new character.
You want to play Jessa? Hell no.
Tell you what. I'm gonna flip a coin right now.
Oh no, we're leaving. We're getting out of here. We gotta go find somebody to raid. I'm really sorry about all the tech issues, everybody. I understand that it's frustrating to have the stream go down and back up again. We will get this sorted for next time. Maybe. I didn't know what caused it, so maybe I won't. Depends if we play on my Mac again or not. Let's
Thank
go.
you all for being with us.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying this, and I hope you're enjoying the podcast if you're listening to that as well. If you're just listening to the sessions, the VODs, that's fine too. Yeah.
I still haven't found us a sponsor yet. I'm sorry.
I don't want a sponsorship
Maybe
on this.
I've legitimately sent emails out
Aw.
trying to get you a sponsor, friend.
Oh, that's nice. I don't know if I want to read sponsorships for this.
Yeah,
I know that
I
I haven't
RSS.
responded yet.
I know the RSS. I know the RSS is like, hey, you can monetize your podcast now. And I'm like, yeah, great. All 6 people who listen to this are going to have a great time listening to some random ad at the beginning.
Yeah, but I emailed Bandai. That's different.
We don't. I don't know about that.
I don't think I could take the Bandai money. I don't know. It would be funny, but I don't know if I could take it.
From Yuri to Yowie, we're going to go right into Hell, who is playing Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes.
Hell yeah.
Thank you all for coming. I had a great time. Thank you to my players, Bluto, Cian, and B. We'll be back soon with Dick when he's all moved in. And yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.